What's this button do?
Ooh, I think I'll take. Ooh, that might be fun to try.
Okay. Let me pull up my phone so that I can read the chats if they show up. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay. Yep. Alright. I got Twitch chat up. I'm ready to go. So, how are you guys feeling about today's session? Everyone excited? Everyone happy? Everyone knows what's going to happen?
I don't know what's going to happen, but I have the strange feeling that perhaps
Turn into
something
a White
bad.
Walker and kill Sarah.
Oh my god!
Just kidding. I'm
Hey,
kidding.
that's an option. That's an option.
Just kidding. I'm
I
not
mean, so Perry, about that other character I sent you.
Hey, I've already approved it. I mean, we're ready to go.
We are.
We actually are. If Glenn ever dies, we're ready to go. You know.
No.
You're the one who's saying you're going to kill him.
I've
I've always got characters
He's
ready.
got alts out the wazoo.
God.
He's got alts upon alts upon alts.
I literally have sent Perry 2 different characters that we could probably use for this campaign.
I'm gonna refill my coffee before we start, and yeah, I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, I should probably get
Wait,
coffee.
Harry. It said
Here,
that
back.
I leveled up, but then do I have to choose anything? Because it doesn't.
No,
I don't-
you're good. We
Oh,
did
okay.
your wisdom.
We
and
did
stuff.
yours yesterday.
Yeah.
Mine.
Okay.
And now Jeff is smart. Oh, he's not in here, damn it.
What?
Oh, he
I am.
is.
Yes. Hello. Hello. Welcome to the shit show. I'm gonna be your host, Techno.
Now Jeff is smart.
I mean, and very angry. He's very angry.
But mostly smart.
Uh,
All right, I'm back.
Hey,
I don't
Harry.
think you
Yes,
know
ma'am.
how angry I
No.
am.
Let me see.
I was asking him a question about a mechanic on something. I
Okay.
didn't know if it costs or how much it costs or something.
All of your life points.
Okay. Yes. That's a good question. Okay.
Because I looked at spells and I didn't see it, and I was like,
Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started then. Hope everyone had a great 2-day
they're gonna
break
bite you in the.
to think about stuff. Wait, what? What's going on?
Go ahead.
I'm confused. Anyone else go ahead and start. Okay. So, into the recap. This is session 11 that we're on now, titled From Darkness. From Darkness. So...
Are we going to become Green Lanterns?
No.
Oh.
It's been 32 days since the Meddlers first landed in the harsh Arctic wasteland of Icewind Dale, far to the north of the city of Waterdeep, among the mountain range known as the Spine of the World. They learned that the land had been plunged into an endless winter caused by a divine entity, Auril the Frost Maiden. Many, many months ago, back in the city of Waterdeep, the Meddlers, accompanied by the Private Eye Vincent Trench, made their way to stop Xena's twin sister, Mina, who was working for the legendary Archmage Manshun, leader of the Zentarim, from enacting a dastardly plot that involved the summoning of a fiend in order to obtain a relic known as the Stone of Galore. The Stone of Galore was the key to finding an enormous treasure hoard of 500,000 gold buried somewhere beneath the city. When they met her, Mina spoke of the injustices done to her and Xena's deceased brother Narenvain by both their older brother and father, and how she sought the power to protect herself and her family. Later, in Icewind Dale, they learned from various of Mina's colleagues in the Arcane Brotherhood that the troubled wizard was searching for the secrets within the ancient Netherese city of Ythrin, buried somewhere beneath the Ragged Glacier. One such colleague, the necromancer Velen Harpel, gave further information that Mina seemed to have an interest in chronomancy, that is, the magic to manipulate time. Fast forward a little bit, and the Meddlers found themselves searching for a way through the Ragged Glacier and into the aforementioned ancient Netherese city beneath. Together with Velen Harpel, they search for a book located on the Frostmaiden's island called the Codicil of White, which contained the magic required to pass through the glacier. In order to get the book, however, our heroes had to pass 4 brutal trials in order to make their way into the chamber housing it. It was a traumatic and exhausting experience for everyone involved, to say the least. Relbin and Glare found the trial of cruelty awful and tragic, as the meddlers were forced to slay innocents in order to pass the trial. Jeff relived the pain and suffering from his dreams and was frustrated by the lack of answers from his ice-cold patron. And Xena felt pure isolation, having her friends magically abandon her for over 48 hours in the cold tundra during the trial of isolation. After a grueling week of trials, our heroes finally made their way through to the final chamber and took the Codicil of White, which contained in it a poem called The Rime of the Frostmaiden, the key to opening the passageway through the ragged glacier. Before leaving, both Jeff and Xena heard the voice of the Frostmaiden telepathically in their minds, asking if they would be willing to court death in order to receive her blessing. Jeff reacted in anger and frustration, demanding answers from the cold goddess. Xena, feeling cold, abandoned, and defeated, said yes, not caring what happened to her anymore. Thanks to a lucky roll, literally, she managed to withstand being turned into a solid ice statue, and the irises of her eyes changed from green to a haunting icy blue. After all that, the meddlers accompanied Velen Harpel and began making their journey out of Arl's fortress. On the way out, Relbin managed to catch a glimpse of the Frostmaiden riding atop a gargantuan white rock, flying upwards towards the sky. Shortly after that, the aurora effect appeared once more, blanketing the ice and snow below in beautiful colors of green and blue. After another multi-day journey, our heroes finally made their way back to the city of Bryn Shander for a much-needed rest. And that's where we start tonight. So, you all have arrived in Bryn Shander. Velen has suggested that you take some time off, a day or two, whatever you need, to just recuperate, recover, reflect, whatever you need to do before making the final journey, the long journey to the Ragged Glacier, which is very, very far away from where you currently are. So yeah, it's your first day back in civilization. What do you all do?
Ale.
I go to the nearest bar and get
Okay, yeah. So the nearest bar is your favorite place here. It's the North Look Inn, which is near the north gate of Bryn Shander. And so you go there. It's a very familiar place. You have a seat. The bar music is playing. Go ahead and play that. There you go. So yeah, you guys are now sitting at the bar, just quietly sipping ale. What do you do? And it's a nice dwarven ale, very smooth.
I see the city on my map. Is there like a picture of the tavern inside or anything?
There is, yeah. Let me put you there.
Nice.
I order 3 pints, like right off the bat.
Going
Yay,
up gosh,
yeah.
there aren't we?
I down one, I put the other one in front of me, and then I put one in front of Glare as I flip him off, and I go back to my other drink.
Well,
Do you flip him off? Oh my god, what did you do?
Claire just chuckles at that. Well, at least you seem to be doing better.
I'm fucking pissed is what I am.
Wait, we've been in here before, Perry?
Yeah, this was the first place you all
tavern
met.
we ever went
This,
to.
this
Okay.
is where we met Relbin.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, I feel like I'm kind of self-conscious about my eyes, so I'm kind of keeping, like, my hood up, I guess, because, like, yeah, I just, like, don't really want to draw attention to my eyes from people that are in the tavern.
Okay.
So, I
order 2 more rounds, and I put one in front of Relbin and one in front of Zenith.
yeah, I just started drinking that.
Okay.
Claire's a little bit surprised. Okay. Nice.
I
Okay.
got the bartender for a whole nother round.
He'll just sort of nod and be like, coming right up. He'll pull out some more.
Maybe you should slow down a little bit there, Jeff. Just,
Shut up, cat. Let me
okay.
drink tonight.
Alright, fine.
Thank you.
Robin will sip tentatively.
Claire's still working on his first one. He's kind of just watching the other two. Has Xena ever drank like this with him?
No, like I normally like wine. So
yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, okay.
I'm more of a wine drinker, but like at this point, I don't know. I'm just like kind of just, who knows right now.
Well, that was a shit show.
That's one way to describe it.
Yeah, I thought I lost you guys again.
Did the tattoo
Sorry,
ever
Xena.
fade from your hand?
No, but I was freezing in the cold in the middle of nowhere and everyone kept going missing.
Yeah, well, I mean, it takes more than that kind of thing to take me out. So, I was going to come back, and no matter what.
You said that the last time when you were obliterated into a million particles in the air in a
And we
haunted
came
house.
back, didn't we?
I was really scared, you all.
So,
It's fine. We won't.
Are you sure you're okay? Because you looked like you went through something there, and, well, your eyes, I mean.
So I put my drink down when he starts talking about that, and I just kind of look at it on the table. I'm like, she's been touched by the maiden.
I was so scared, I just didn't. I just thought none of it really mattered anymore. I thought I was going to lose everybody, and it was just going to keep happening. I was pretty desperate for any sort of relief.
Well, there's no help for it now. You made a decision, and we have to live with it regardless.
Perhaps it may lead to some insights into her, the Frost Maiden's goals.
I seriously doubt that.
I just said, like, I kind of regret doing that, but at the same time, maybe you're right. Maybe we can.
Can Blair try to use Identify on her if she'll allow it?
Yeah, I would allow it.
On
I mean, if
Xena?
that's-
Yeah. See if it's. I'll give you the description of the spell one sec so you can
Sure.
see if it helps. But he's gonna kind of, now that they've finally had time to settle down, kind of look her over to see if he can figure out what happened.
Well, she doesn't know anything about Arcana, so she probably doesn't really know. I mean,
Specifically says items or other magically imbued objects.
one
so I don't know.
object. If you touch a creature, you learn what spells are currently affecting it.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll say you don't actually learn anything here because it's not exactly a spell.
It's not a spell. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
um,
That's troubling. I can't tell what happened even with my own power.
You, Xena, would realize that the cold doesn't bother you anyway, literally, anymore.
the cold doesn't bother me
Yeah.
anyway. I just
So-
say that, yeah, I said I kind of was acting out of desperation at the time and just wanting a relief, a respite from this mental anguish that I feel like that I felt right after everything that we went through with those trials. And I kind of regret putting myself in harm's way like that. And I'm very lucky to be alive. I don't really know what would have happened.
You keep in mind that as much as you don't want to lose us, we, don't really want to lose you either.
And I like pat Claire's paw. I'm like, oh.
Well, I can't tell what's going on, so let me know if you notice any sensitivity to light or anything. It should be easy to make some bifocals or something to help with that.
Yeah, I don't want people to see my eyes. I don't really know what this is. I know that I'm not. I say I know that I'm not cold anymore. I tell him that.
I perk up at that. I'm like, really?
Yeah, I'm not cold anymore. It was freezing, and now I feel just fine.
That doesn't bode well at
Well,
all.
if you want to hide your eyes, should be a simple matter to make some colored bifocals of some kind. Shield
Wait,
them.
do they have contacts in this game? I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
Like I don't know what the equivalent would be. Like it would be a magic contact, I guess. Like some sort of.
I'm sure
like,
someone's made
aesthetic,
one.
An aesthetic spell, like
that,
aesthetic for like with. Well, like
Could
Jeff
you
has
cast
minor
minor
illusion. Or,
You
not
could
minor
use
illusion.
illusion. You could use a minor
Yeah.
illusion to change it. Yeah.
We also have that hat, but she'd have to attune to it, wouldn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
One sec. What spells do I have? I have alter.
I said it's not the end of the world if they see my eyes. It's just
Well, to
I
be
don't
fair,
know.
remember mine are white.
Yeah, well, people
Yeah,
don't
but
like
you're
you.
a drow. I mean, that's kind of.
People don't
Half
like you.
drow
No.
cat.
I mean, no offense meant. Just saying that it's kind of something of your race, and people probably just accept that.
Well, anyway, so I just said it's fine. It's just I'm really sorry if I worried you all. I just kind of gave up there. Sorry, I had a really big moment of weakness.
It's
I don't know
fine.
what's going on. I've just been feeling really weird lately.
We all went through some stuff there.
Yeah, you have
It's
no idea.
nothing to apologize for.
And I asked Zeta at this point. I was like, "Did you hear her while we were in there?"
Yes, did you?
I did. She asked me to court death.
She asked
I
me the same
didn't-
thing.
I
What
didn't
did
hear
you
anyone
say?
say anything.
I threw my sword at her wall. That's what I did.
You might not have noticed, but he had a little bit of a episode while you were getting frozen.
I despise this maiden right now. All I want is answers, and she can't even give me the decency of an actual sentence.
Troubling.
Quite.
Yeah, I don't know. I just really want to find Mina, to be honest. Is that selfish of me?
At this
I
point,
feel like at this point we deserve a little bit of a rest.
I mean, at this point, I think it's pretty safe to say she's related to all this as well. She's trying to find the city, right?
Yeah, she's trying to find the city, and they said something about how she had like cultists or something, and
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I just feel like that maybe she's connected to all of this, and I really just want to find her, and I want to
I'm
ask
sure
her what's
she
going
is.
on. If I can, maybe I should ask around. I don't even really know where to start. I mean, I'm not the detective here, and I kind of like nudge Glare, like,
Well, why don't we
Well, I
take a
have-
few days and see what we can find out?
yeah, we should definitely rest up first. I think we should just take the night off.
I definitely can think of a few things to try. It's definitely these people are a lot less hospitable than at Waterdeep. Just so
You don't say.
They've been through a lot.
clearly.
Yeah, I'm beginning to see that for sure. I hate this place.
In some ways, it kind of reminds me a little bit of home.
I just like shake my head and look at him like in disbelief. Like I believe him, but like what? Like this is a home? Like I'm just like, oh my god.
I mean, we've all been through that kind of thing, right? Harsh, like journeys up to mountains and stuff like that for training and stuff like that.
Well, that's true. I never went through something like this before. It's definitely been eye-opening to say the least.
Elvin's gonna chuckle a little bit at that.
I mean, I spent most of my life in Waterdeep, so.
I look at Relvin and I'm like, so Relvin, what do you think about hanging out with all of us crazy people this whole time?
It's definitely been an experience.
Do you think you could tolerate us a little longer?
Yes. Hopefully this will help my overarching goal of finding out what happened here and finding a solution.
Well, regardless, that poem, I think that's a pretty good indicator of what's happening here.
Glaire's gonna pull out that tome that we took from the thing and go over that rhyme again.
Yeah, so if you guys can actually probably find it in the
In our journal, yeah, I see it.
player
The rhyme
handout.
of the Frost Maiden.
Yeah. Yep. So you can open it up there if you want to reread it.
Is that like a riddle or something? I'm not really good
I
at
think
puzzles.
oh, are you asking Azina?
Yeah, I'm asking Xena. I was telling Claire, is that like a puzzle of some sort? I'm not really good at those.
I would say it's more of a either legend or possibly even someone foresaw this and wrote it down. It kind of tells of her and her goals, I'd say.
Does it say anything about what she plans to do next?
Just reading it again.
I think she just wants to cover the entire world in snow and ice.
That's pretty much what it says. All the world in winter's white, sheeted in sleet and ice. Pretty sure that's her goal.
I don't understand why Mina would want to get involved up in this area. I mean, what could she possibly want with a winter wonderland?
I think her involvement is more for that magical city.
I would agree with that. I don't think she cares at all about the maiden.
Or the winter, for that matter.
Must
Well, I
troubling.
hope that Velen can help us find her.
Yes.
Hey, Rob,
Yes.
your deity is Titania, right?
Correct.
Isn't that Oriel's sister?
Very much so.
Do you think you could get any insight from her as to why she's here?
I could try, but I don't think so.
Speaking of that, I'd like to have a word with your Titania as well.
Oh? What sort of word would you like to have?
I'm tired of this frost woman. I feel like the only person that could actually give me some answers would maybe be her sister.
Well, I'm
Interesting idea.
not a cleric, or that highly trained in religious ceremonies, but I can give it a try.
It's better than nothing. Hell, I'd even be willing to try.
Robin's gonna raise an eyebrow at that.
I have outside my area of expertise, so can't say I can help much with that.
Perhaps copper could help me.
That I have.
Like I raised like my mug of ale to that.
Oh, you don't mean the metal. I mean, yeah, no, I knew that. That was a joke.
Well, why don't we go and see him tomorrow and see what we can find out?
Okay.
Fair enough. Another round!
Yeah, it's another round.
I'll drink to that.
Coming right up.
I'm still working on my first. It's
They bring another round anyway. 4 more.
I just like drink mine all the way down and then I just put his new one in front of me and I
Yeah.
just keep drinking. I'm starting to get a little tipsy at this point.
Yeah.
Robin's already buzzed.
After like 1.
Like I
It
have.
takes more than usual for Glare now, bloody amulet.
I'm on like number 5 or some shit.
Glare's actually probably bat you at this point with that amulet.
You're right.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just gonna drink until I can't drink anymore, and then I'm just gonna, pass the fuck
Fair
out.
enough.
Yeah, I feel like this. I feel like I haven't drank this much in a really long time. Starting to feel kind
Oh
of
god, I missed
woozy.
it so much. Oh, I thought I was gonna have to break out my freaking stash. I mean,
You have a stash?
nope, I didn't say that.
I mean, okay. I don't see how you could possibly hide that.
Okay, so yeah, you guys buy a few rooms. They each. I'll say total for everything, including the drinks. We'll just say it's like 5 gold for the rooms and the drinks and everything, just like the whole
Right.
accommodations. And
Piece?
what was that?
5 each.
A piece?
No,
Or-
just 5 total.
Oh, okay.
So someone has to pay.
I'll
for
pay it all.
Okay,
Oh,
you
shit,
got it all.
alright.
Okay, cool. So it's all on Jeff. Thank you, Jeff.
Hell yeah, because he's like fucking drunk and buzzed and pissed, and he just said, fuck it, I'll do it.
So yeah, so you all head upstairs, and that's kind of where the rooms are, and you each have your own room. There's plenty of rooms here. But yeah, what do you guys want to do before passing out, going to bed? Is anyone up to anything in particular?
Can Glare do that thing I just messaged you?
Oh shit! Let me see. So many messages. Yeah, you can.
Okay. I will
Make
try
a,
a Tinker's check.
Yeah, make a tinker check.
Seriously?
Oh, I'll say you try to make it and it breaks
Yeah.
in your paws, and you're like,
You just hear cursing coming from
God
Glare's room. Shut.
F. Sorry, buddy.
Alright.
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time.
Okay.
I'm just gonna sit at the window and smoke my pipe, as is my custom.
Our food's been delivered, by the way.
What am I having for dinner?
All right. So, does anyone else want to do anything? I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It happens. Wouldn't be fun if it always succeeded.
Tyke just got up to get the food. He'll be right back.
Okay.
He's smoking anyways. He's fine.
Yes.
I wonder how many drinks Relvin would have gotten through.
2.
He was staggering upstairs.
Yeah. Exactly. So yeah, as you all begin making your way upstairs into your rooms, and you can also take baths as well here. You guys haven't probably had a good bath
No, we have not.
in like, I don't know, weeks now at this point. Yeah, and they'll have like little like tubs that you can use and things like that. Glare, for you, it might be a bit rough to fit in one.
I can cast reduce. It's fine.
Yeah. So
Are these communal tubs or non-communal tubs?
non-communal. They're kind of like in your own room, and then you have to
Okay.
like sort of fill them up. But they're just like they're basically like oversized barrels, like wooden. They're not anything fancy at all. But yeah, as you begin to do that and sort of wind down for the night, Xena, you begin to get ready for a bath, as you like to try to do whenever you are in an inn, to stay clean. You notice that you're kind of surprised when you look at your body. You've had these magical tattoos on your body that are sort of like these vines and flowers that have crawled up your body ever since Vincent gave you the tattoo back in Waterdeep before. You've had them, and you've been using them in battle, and they've been able to store this shadow energy that you've been using, and have been sort of powering a lot of your shadow magic that you use. When they used to only be on the right side of your body, on your torso, now they appear to have gone down your leg, have covered most of your stomach area, and have gone up your back, and are having these pointed spines that go up your spine as well, like these sharp thorns that go up your spine. And they're covering more and more in your body, and they're sort of threatening to go up your neck. The reason you haven't noticed them till now is because you've been heavily clothed, out in the winter.
Winter, yeah.
So that you've got these, the flowers now look spiky and terrifying, and the vines are more withered than before, and it just looks a bit menacing. And so that sort of freaks you out when you see them.
Yeah, I'm looking in the mirror, like, with my back turned, and I'll post, like, a picture for reference in our... Harry and I found
like
that we liked, something like that. And I'm just, like, looking or whatever at it in the mirror, and I'm just sort of, like, my mouth is agape, and I don't know, like, I kind of let out, like, not like a scream, but I'm just, like, like a gasp, like,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So yeah, while you ponder that, and you all get ready to turn in for the night, and Xena, you go to turn out the candlelight in the room and begin your trance. And when you turn out the candlelight, nothing happens. Like the flame of the light is gone, and there's no more light in the room. And you know that because the flame is off. But the room looks the same, as if it's still lit and bright.
I sit up in the bed, and I kind of, like, go to the window and look out.
It looks like it's daytime outside.
I just kind of rub my eyes, and I kind of go and splash my face with some water.
Same thing. Still looks like it's completely day, and you're used to, with being an elf, you do have dark vision, but dark vision gives you like gray, like everything's kind of in gray, like how you would imagine a cat would see at night,
Yeah.
But no, it's like normal, just normal daytime for you.
Well, I go back to the bed and I sit down and I reach for my journal and I start to talk about everything that happened, and I also say that I think whatever this ice maiden gave me must have been affecting my eyesight, and I don't know what's happening with my tattoo, and I'm just starting to go through all these changes and I'm not entirely sure what's wrong with my body or with everything. Like I'm really scared of what I'm becoming.
Yes. Go ahead. Sorry.
And I just say I'm trying to piece back when this started, and it feels like it all started right after we left Waterdeep. And that's all I say in the journal. I'm just talking about it, like how I'm kind of freaked out.
Right. Eventually you finish writing in your journal, and as you're writing, your shadow is sort of sitting next to you in the bed, and it's also
Never happened before either, right?
Yeah, like a version of yourself.
Has that happened before though?
Just very briefly, it sort of, made your quill come back as you were going to drop your quill, your shadow.
Yeah, but I never saw like a shadow self.
You never saw a shadow self. Now you see your shadowy self beside you. And
I just sort of like freak out, like out of the corner of my eye.
She just sort of turns to you and grins with the same eyes that you have, and is also like mimicking your exact movements.
I just fall out of the bed.
Yeah.
Like I fall out of the bed. I'm like, oh my god, what the hell?
She disappears when you fall out of the bed and freak out.
Like I don't do the other ones hear me hitting the floor at all?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I would say Relbin and Glare would probably hear that.
I'm like,
sorry, I just took a phone call. What did I miss?
You hear a thud. You hear a thud, like gasp and a thud as from coming from Xena's room.
I guess Glare will get up and knock on her door. I know what Relvin's doing.
Yeah, I open the door and I'm like, oh my god, there's something going on. I don't know if I'm being haunted. I don't know what's happening to me. I don't know what she did to me, and I'm like really freaking out. Like I'm talking really fast, like rapid speech.
Nope.
At this point, I'm gonna show up and use calm emotions on her.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
So you feel a wave of calm as you see Relvin's voice, and like these sort of fey golden lights like begin to surround you, and you just breathe, and you calm down.
Oh.
Okay. Now,
thank you.
Slowly. What happened? What? Are you okay? Are you hurt?
No, I'm not hurt. It's just I said I went to take a bath and look, and like I pull up like my leg, like my pants and stuff, and like show them like all these like extra tattoos that were never there, and I pull up my shirt on my back and show you.
Yeah.
Can I detect or identify that?
Yeah, you can.
And I'm like, this wasn't here before, and nobody gave me these tattoos.
Hold still
like,
for a second.
huh? Hold
So-
still,
Hold
you
still
said?
for a second. I'm gonna cast Identify as a spell, so it doesn't have to wait around.
Sure. So Glare casts a spell, and his eyes sort of light up with this white color as he's examining your back. And Glare, you can see on her back is a transmutation aura coming off the magical item. And you've sort of identified this tattoo before, I think, a long time ago.
I think so, yeah, back when she first got it.
Back when she first got it, and it seems to have changed. So Xena, in your inventory, you'll see that you have a new tattoo.
Yeah, I saw that.
Where the old one was called the Withering Tattoo, this one is called the Umbridge Tattoo. It does pretty much the same thing, except it has, it's given her Devil's Sight.
Devil's Sight?
Ooh.
yeah. So that's the new
Oh.
thing.
So then I tell them, I'm like, yeah, and I blew out the candles so I could lay down, and nothing happened. Nothing happened. Everything is outside. It's like daylight. I don't know what's going on.
You seem to be able to. It seems your tattoo has somehow. I don't know if it's because of the Ice Maiden or whatever else you've been put through, but the tattoo seems to have been altered, changed, to
How? By
evolve.
who? By what?
I can't tell.
I didn't do this. I don't know what's happening.
I need to look at
I was
yeah,
sitting on my
would
bed,
Blair-
and then I
Would Blair
said I
know what
saw.
Devil Sight does?
I would say that you would.
That'd probably be more something Relvin would know.
Yeah, I mean, you can make an Arcana check just to see if you know
Okay,
the exact
fair enough.
details.
Well, I also tell you that I was sitting on my bed, and I saw.
Yeah, so you know all about Devil's Sight. Devil's Sight allows the person to see 120 feet out, so it's about twice as powerful as normal dark vision. And instead of seeing things in dim light, it's just normal bright light in the dark vision as well. So there's no disadvantage imposed on perception checks or anything because you can see just as if it was normal daylight. You can also turn it off and on. You don't have to always be seeing it, but Xena might not know how to control it just yet. She might need some practice. And then also the one cool thing about it is it can see through magical darkness as well as normal darkness.
Oh shit.
I tell them that I also saw something that looked like me, but it wasn't me, and it smiled back at me, and that's what caused me to fall out of the bed. And I don't know. I don't know what's going on with.
That, I think, would probably be due to your attunement to the darkness lately. I have noticed that it looks like, I don't know, your shadow is almost
Alive?
almost alive in some cases when we're fighting.
It is a little worrisome.
Tell you what, why don't you make yourself some of that wonderful tea here, and we'll see if we'll sit for a while and make sure you're okay.
Okay, so I start to make tea in my room.
Aw,
With them.
okay. Yeah, which kind of tea?
Chamomile tea.
Yay, chamomile tea. Good for winding down and relaxing.
Yes.
Yeah. So you begin to brew that in your teapot. Just a normal teapot, right? You're not going to do the truth
Yeah.
teapot. Okay.
While she's doing that, Glaire's gonna kind of ask Relvin, do you know of anything that can actually grant Devil's Sight? I believe that's rare.
Would I, actually? What type of check would that be for,
Oh, man. Yeah, make an Arcana check. Or, yeah, I think that'll only be Arcana, really. Makes sense there.
Come on. Roll better than last week.
You don't know the specifics. You think you've heard of such powers being granted by usually like fiendish entities. Kind of like how Jeff gets his powers from a patron. Sometimes other beings have been gifted Devil's Sight by their patron if their patron is of that capability. But it really depends on the patron, and it depends on the exact specifics of that individual and their situation.
I've heard rumors of some people getting it from patrons. Warlocks mainly.
Well, the closest thing that I've come to a patron is the Frost Maiden, and that was my first encounter with her. Could it be from her?
I suppose so, but I'm inclined to think that it has more to do with your tattoo than her.
Vincent gave me this tattoo.
That's right.
He wasn't a deity, though.
No, he was as I recall, he was a devil.
Yes, he
That would
was.
make-
Oh?
Vincent was. I guess you don't know
Rakshasa.
this. Yeah.
What would I
tell
know about
Relvin-
Rakshasas?
Make another Arcana check. Oh,
Damn.
you would know that a Rakshasa is a is it's a devil, so lawful evil devil that is like part tiger. It looks like a tiger in its visage, except its paws are turned the opposite way than a normal tiger. But they're natural shapeshifters, so they can assume any form they want, basically. And they also are very, 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 very highly resistant to magic. But yeah, they're good at shapeshifting and they're highly resistant to magic.
I just said Vincent was our neighbor when we first came. I'm telling Relvin this because Relvin doesn't know.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying Vincent was our neighbor when we first came to Waterdeep. And at first when I met him, sorry, Blair, it was just to piss you off.
I knew it.
I'm like, I used to go to him all the time because he happened to be a rival investigator of Waterdeep, and I, to be honest, thought he was just another human. And I only went to him for advice because, well, Claire would always frustrate me with his crazy. What was the
I'll
name?
have you know, everything I did
Warrington.
was down to the science, and it was
Him and
very
Warrington.
methodical.
Him and Warrington were so loud, I just couldn't stand it. And, you know, sometimes I just needed to get away. And so I'd go next door. And throughout the time that I had gotten to know Vincent, I realized that he was quite the scholar and very intelligent. He taught me many, many things. And throughout more time, we got closer and closer. And I'd like to say that he's someone that will always hold a special place in my heart because when Mina came, he sacrificed himself to protect all of us, and I haven't seen him since, and I'm holding out hope that one day he'll return.
As far as I can tell, he ended up for doing something very un-Rakshasa-like and taking someone to hell with him, and I don't know how if he's able to come back from that.
So until then, I've left instructions about where I am and where we went because I hope that I get to see him again one day. We were very close.
He wasn't as much of an asshole as I thought, so, you know, I'm okay with him coming back someday. As long as he doesn't just keep getting in my business.
Quite fascinating.
I was quite capable of solving all of those mysteries, just, you know, didn't he actually, you know what, I think he made it take, that's the reason it took so long is because he was getting in the way.
Oh, whatever. And I say, he loved my cookies. And then I like start to kind of cry because I'm starting to remember all these happy memories with Vincent. I'm like, it just sucks. It's just everything's been ruined. And now all this weird stuff is happening and I don't know what's going on. Do you think it's him? Do you think he's coming back? Do you think he's trying to tell me something through my tattoos? Maybe it's him. Maybe this is a sign and he's sending it from hell to me and this is the only way he can communicate.
What would I know about that? Another Arcana check, or would I just have no freaking clue?
The tattoo might be something I can deal with, because I actually can make them. She's actually got one from me, too, right now, so I can actually make those.
Um,
Have I ever heard of those things evolving like that?
You've never heard of a tattoo evolving like this. This is
Okay.
very, very... This is like some next level shit. You've never heard of this shit before. Like, normally the tattoo, it has one function... It doesn't really morph. The only things you could compare this tattoo would be, honestly, to Fragorak. Fragorak's the only thing you've seen that's able to be changed, but that takes a lot of effort on your part. Like, you got to find the materials, you got to put together, you got to do all this stuff, and it changes its properties and is being able to be built upon. There are artifacts that can do that, but they're exceedingly rare. You've never heard of a tattoo having that. Usually it's a weapon or a piece of armor.
Well, I have a couple running theories. It could be somehow related to Vince. It could also just be due to your own natural growth in the field, and maybe the tattoo somehow reacts to your own personal growth.
No, you don't understand. Vincent was just beginning to teach me all this stuff. Like, we barely got started. There's no way. I mean, I barely know what I'm doing half the time when it comes to this. It just kind of comes naturally, almost as if
you're kind of doing it by instinct.
Yeah, like there's something else. It's almost like I feel compelled. Like it's something else. It's hard to explain, but it's not me sometimes. It's just not me, you know?
So it might be something more instinct-based.
Could also be implanted knowledge. It could just be as simple as the more she uses it, the more the power manifests in her.
Maybe.
This is
I just
one of
don't
those
want to be
times-
haunted by a version of myself. That was very scary. Maybe I could sleep in the room with one of you guys. I don't want to be alone.
Glare kind of looks at Relvin. I can post myself and just I'm used to sleeping in chairs and that, you know.
Okay. If you insist.
Thanks. Means a
Okay.
lot.
So, Glare, you're gonna sleep in Xena's room, just like in a
Yeah.
chair or something nearby.
Like
there's
sitting in a
probably
chair
a
against the door.
pattern. Yeah, there's probably like cots and stuff.
Yeah,
you can pull in
yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, you can find like some sort of bedding on the ground somehow.
Glare just lifts the bed from the other room and brings it out.
Yeah, you can, sure, why not? It's not a big bed. Yeah, you could probably do it. So yeah, you do that. You set up the room how you like, and is everyone retiring for the night?
Yeah.
Okay. Xena, not to pick on you even more.
Glaire's not going to get any sleep tonight.
During the night, so Glare, you're sort of nodding off at this point. Xena, you start to feel sick. You're sweating,
No.
like a cold sweat.
Yeah.
Like, you know how that feeling when you just got a cold sweat, there's like saliva building in your mouth, you're not feeling good. You try to begin to get up out of bed, and you feel a pain in your stomach and coming up your throat. You feel like you're about to throw up, and you just hurl out, you just throw up off the side of the bed, and coming out of your mouth is like a black sludge, this disgusting sticky black sludge that plops onto the ground, and sort of coming off of the sludge is this like shadowy steam that hits the ground. It's like a bile that's now covering the ground, and it just keeps coming out, like you can't stop, and this goes on for like at least 6 seconds.
Would that be enough to alert Glare?
Yeah.
Yeah, Glare, you're like, what the hell's going on? You just hear vomiting.
Oh god.
And you see this black sludge on the ground that Xena is puking up.
Alrighty then.
How loud is this?
What was that?
So I just look at Claire and I'm just like, I don't know what's going on.
I guess I'm gonna try to identify the black sludge stuff.
Yeah, the black sludge is basically a sort of, it's like it's a type of blood, like it's like a devil's blood, like a bile.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's going on right now?
Okay, well.
Well, that happens.
I mean, you know, this is, yeah, no, this happens all the time. I mean, like,
It
it's
does?
nothing to worry. Yeah,
Oh,
it totally
okay.
does. Which
good.
I've heard it happens to shadow monks every now and then.
Yeah. You've seen it before?
I have.
Oh,
It's,
okay.
Make a
lie back
deception.
down.
Make a deception check.
Wait, should I roll insight?
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh shit!
Yeah, you believe him, Xena. You're like, oh, okay.
Okay.
Glare is like in his head freaking out.
I'm just like, well, I'm glad that you've seen this before.
Yeah.
That makes me feel better. I mean,
Yeah,
I just never knew, you know, when Vincent was teaching me that it would lead to this. I'm so glad that you've seen this before.
He really should have warned you about this. Just have some water here. I'm just
Okay.
going to, I'll go get some towels.
Okay, I gotta take water.
Glare goes and does like knocks on Relvin's door.
Relvin, you hear a knock on the door.
Yes.
I don't mean to alarm you, but she just puked up what I'm guessing is demon's blood.
Devil's
Or
blood.
devil's blood.
Devil's blood.
What?
So, have you ever heard of that happening? Because if I were to make a guess, I'd say that means that there's something changing in her body pretty drastically.
I'd say it's a pretty safe assessment.
Jeff's in the kitchen laughing his ass off right now. He's in the kitchen getting a drink, and he's like, ah!
I mean, the thing that's even more amusing to me about this is while all this shit's going on, Jeff is still just like chilling in front of his window, smoking his pipe.
Look, he doesn't know what's
Whatever.
going on.
So,
He
you
didn't
know.
hear anything. So like,
I'm
this
like
whole
down at the end of the hallway and everyone's freaking the fuck out.
Perception of 6 or whatever it is.
It's like fucking
Well,
negative
Glare
3.
wouldn't. Glare figures like he wouldn't know anything about any of this shit.
Well, he's got Arcana though.
Yeah, but he's not trained in it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know shit about this.
That's funny that she believes it though. It's like Blair.
It's funny that I rolled that high with a -1 deception.
And I have a +7 to insight. I have
perfect.
+7 to insight. You
It's
have a
perfect.
-1.
Yeah, it's perfect. I wouldn't change. I would not change these rolls.
No, I know. so then,
Clutch
so then
rolls.
I come out in the hallway and I'm like, Claire, where'd you
No,
go?
it's all right. I just was asking Relvin if he had any spare water.
Oh, okay. I'm like, yeah, Relvin, apparently this happens to shadow monks. That's what Claire told me. He's seen it before.
Oh.
God.
Like, what the fuck?
Relvin's just gonna have a
I'll
weird
lay
look
back
on
notes
his
here.
face.
Okay, look, I just didn't want
I
her to
go
freak
back
out.
I go back to
I didn't want her to
I can
freak
tr-
out.
I can try one thing tonight. See if it might work, but I don't think it will since were you able to find any spells affecting her?
No, not the effect of magic.
Then I doubt I can do anything. Dealing with devils is not really up in my treehouse.
Great. I might need to visit
Copper.
the priests tomorrow.
Yeah, priest. I can try one thing.
Very well. If it just, as long as it like, if we can get her to have a good night's sleep and just, maybe it'll be better in the morning.
I don't know if it'll work. I doubt it will, but we can just try. I'm gonna walk over to Xena.
Yep.
Okay, I'm in the bedroom. I'm drinking
I
water.
am going to attempt to cast. I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic on her at 4th level.
Damn.
Okay.
You have 4th
What's
level.
that do?
Oh right, you do.
Okay. It works. It seems to not do anything to you though, Xena.
Okay. But I feel
That's-
better.
You feel a little better for a time.
I'm
Okay,
just
now
like, oh
just-
my god, I feel a lot better.
I just need to read the wording on this something. Yeah. Darn. This would be really tough. Actually, can I? I can attempt to cast. Actually, sorry, I've never used this spell before, so I gotta look
No, you're fine.
at it.
What is it? Maybe I can help you.
Suggestion.
Oh, yeah, you can use that. You can basically just say a sentence or two on what you want her to do, and it'll.
Yeah, I
You're-
just want to know like if she'll realize what's going on.
No, she doesn't. Not if she fails
Okay.
to save.
What if she succeeds to save?
Uh,
Actually, would she? Could I? I can attempt to say. I can cast.
Open to my friends helping me, so like I'm not gonna resist anything.
yeah,
if that's
she won't
Okay.
resist. Normally, it would be
I'm
hard
not
to.
resisting or anything.
It'd be
Okay.
hard to charm an elf normally, but if she's
Yeah.
not,
Bloody elves.
yeah.
Like it's like hypnosis or whatever, basically.
Yep. I can.
Like you know, he
I want you to
has
relax.
the pendulum. Pendulum.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Relax.
can do. I can do suggestion and say, relax and sleep.
Okay, I
Relax.
just go along with it.
Yeah, and that'll last like what is it, 8 hours or something? Or is it?
Up concentration up to 8 hours.
Yeah.
Damn.
So yeah, you can get a good night's sleep with that. So as you sort of get hypnotized by Relbin's words, you just sort of submit yourself to the will, and
Yeah.
your eyes
Well, not
sort of
sleep, trance.
trance. Yeah,
'Cause-
Oh, okay.
your eyes sort of like go a bit dimmer, and you just sort of like, okay, I'll go to bed, and then you just sort of tuck back in, and then immediately trance.
Yeah.
Thanks, Rowan.
I'll maintain that for 4 hours, then go into my trance.
Yeah.
That hopefully will be enough for her to get some rest at least.
It
See
should.
if I can get some rest.
Yes.
Glare will kind of try to mop up the demon blood with some of the hotel's towels.
Devil, blood.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. You all turn in for the rest of the night. Not much happens in the night. Relbin, you do get a dream in the night. It's fairly brief, but in your dream you find yourself in the summer court, which is Titania's home, basically, and you're sort of walking towards this flame in the background. It's roaring out. And as you walk towards the flame, you sort of stick your hand through it, and you stick your body through it, and you find yourself looking up at a glacier in the winter again. And there's a blizzard blowing in the background as you look up at this enormous wall of a glacier. And you hear like a scratching in the glacier. And then you wake up.
Oh my god.
That's it. Okay. So, you all wake up, you got your long rest, all your spells are back, you're fully healed, all that stuff.
I got my
Thank
lucky back.
God.
Yeah. Don't forget your 10 HP and all that junk. And yeah, so it's first thing in the morning, everyone's up. You don't need to roll for hangover. I'll say you're fine. Yeah. So what do you want to do? First thing in the morning.
Well, I guess I can start asking around for Xena. Relbin, do you wanna? You said you were gonna talk to the priest about, some
Yes.
things from last night, right? Yeah, perfect. Like Jeff things, totally Jeff things, right?
Yes, indeed. I think it'd be best if Jeff came with me, since he.
I'm already downstairs drinking.
Out of character, is anyone gonna tell Jeff about me? Out of character. He still has no idea what happened.
Yeah, like I
Not
have no
yet.
fucking idea. Like I already went downstairs, had breakfast, and had one drink.
He's having steak and eggs.
No,
Elk and eggs. Elk and eggs.
Glaire's not going to mention anything yet because
Okay,
he's kind of.
Freaked out.
Oh,
Look, can I move?
Well, actually, we'll ask. Should we tell your friend Jeff about this?
You can tell him. I'm going to, I'm gonna go around with Xena today, so you'll have time to explain everything, and you could probably do it better than me, anyways.
Okay.
All right.
And we're splitting the party.
Yay!
Yeah, it's just a town. And what's
Hey,
the
but
worst
we're in
that can
town. It's
happen?
okay.
Sure.
Yeah, it's okay. It's just a town.
and a dragon attacks.
We're all gonna die.
And my sister shows up. Ah! And all of her
Oh god, one group has to deal with an ancient
She
dragon?
shows up riding the dragon. Oh, fuck.
Fuck this shit
But
up.
we're all gonna die.
So about that other character I made,
Okay.
for no
So me
reason
and
other than the
Blair
fact
go
that we
one
might
way.
die.
So,
Yeah.
Relbin, are you just going to sort of catch Jeff up as you two walk to the house of the Morning Lord, or how are you guys wanting to do that?
I think I'm going to hold off on it
Okay.
for now. Just gonna say some things happened last night, and I'm gonna tell him about my dream.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna kind of glare at him about. It's like, okay, I'll let you slide for now about like telling me what all happened last night, and the dream kind of like makes me wonder a little bit. I wonder if there's something, the scratching at the eye seems like there was something behind it, don't you think?
Yes. Or something trapped in
nasty.
there. Yes, it could be. Mayhaps it's something that we should not be cracking this glacier open.
It's very
I'm
possible.
not sure. Visions, by their very nature, are vague.
You're telling me.
But
Well, anyway, one thing at a time. Let's head to the priest.
yes,
Okay. The two of you head to the House of the Morning Lord. It's just a small little church, basically, and sort of the iconography, the symbols on the church are of these hands that are being held out, and it's carrying like a sun with these rays coming off of it. So as you enter the House of the Morning Lord, you are greeted by the gnome Copper, and he sort of says, "Oh, hello, friends." And you see outside that the dogs are playing out in the yard, and they're all like having fun. Your sled
I,
dogs.
I can greet him in Gnomish.
He will greet you back in Gnomish and say, "How can I help you today? You're always welcome here. Come on
Yes,
in."
we need your assistance in something that you're more eminently qualified for than I am. We're trying to contact Titania, see if we might be able to get some insights, perhaps, into what's going on.
Titania.
Yes.
It's an archfey.
Yes.
Not really my area
Mm.
of expertise. Why are you wanting to contact such a being?
Well, as you know, Titania and Arl are sisters, and perhaps what did we said we want to do?
So I'm gonna like lean in as Relma's talking to him, and I'm gonna say, we think that maybe she knows why her sister's so pissed at everybody and wants to freeze the whole world. I'm just kind of like smiling at him.
Oh, that's really deep. Yeah, there are spells one can use to try to contact another being in a different plane of existence.
Let's do it.
Divine magic, but we could try. I can try a spell,
Hell yeah, let's try it.
Let's.
but I would need something to focus on. You and I would have to do it together, probably. And he's sort of looking at you, Relbin.
Yes.
Wait, let me look up this spell because it's been a while. Hold on. One moment while I look this up. There's actually two spells it could possibly be, but I want to.
Yeah, I'm thinking one's commune.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot what that one does.
Oh, it said the wizard. That's why I was like, what the hell? There's also augury, I think. I don't think he would have commune. Commune is a bit rough. Yeah, he'd have augury probably. He says, he says, the most I can do is ask for whether a course of action might be good or bad, or
Okay.
neutral, depending on what you're trying to do.
I know just the course of action to ask about.
Okay. I think you can only do one. I'll let you guys ask two questions, I guess. I don't really know. But we'll
One for
just
each.
yeah. So for the purposes of this, just make a wisdom check. Relbin.
Okay, right now?
Yeah,
Not a saving throw, just a check.
just a check. Wow. Okay. So yeah, I'll say that this works. So the two you watch as Copper begins to lay out some incense all around, and he's got his holy symbol of Lathander, and he's sort of clasping your hands, and you're sitting across from each other, and you're both closing your eyes. And he begins to cast this spell, and you watch as his holy symbol begins to light up, and so do the leaves on your bracers begin to light up as well, as you're both focusing on this augury together. And what would you like to ask?
I'm gonna nudge
So-
Relbin and say, "Can I ask the second question?"
I guess I can tell him the limits of the spell.
Yeah, so you would know that it's basically you're either going to get good or bad, um, or both, or nothing are the answers that you can potentially get.
I'm gonna say that's good enough.
Okay. The first question is opening the Ragged Glacier using the white codicil a good idea?
Um, it says you sort of you sort of focus on that, and you find yourself back in the Feywild, and you just sort of feel a calm breeze wash over you. And you would kind of interpret that as maybe.
Okay. And what is your question, Jeff?
So I'm gonna say, can you help me break the bonds your sister has upon me, so that I may be able to stop her with my friends?
And so you relay that. Relbin's like, can you help Jeff break the bonds? And with that wisdom check, you get a fire that burns brightly, and you think that's a yes.
Interesting. Well, good news for you, Jeff. There is a way. And to Tanya, wait, he said, can she help her, right? Help
Yeah,
him?
Hmm.
she's just saying yes.
Tanya can assist you.
I fold my arms and looking at him, and I'm just like, nah, I just have to figure out how.
True. True.
So two of you snap out of the augury spell, and the incense is sort of still burning. Um, says, well, so did you get anything good?
Yes, and maybe. The first question, we don't know if our current objective goal is going to be a good one or a bad one. But there is hope for our friend over here. I mean, gesture to Jeff.
I'm just kind of like,
If you don't mind me asking, what do you mean by what you said?
Oh, which one?
Jeff's question. You're trying to break a pact, is that correct?
you would be correct. The Frost Maiden has a hold on me. I don't know how or why. All I know is that I wish to end it. But I also want to still be able to help my friends to end this. I want to be able to continue to travel and to stay with them.
He will say, there have been times in the past when warriors would seek to reattune themselves to find purpose, especially in the service of a divine entity or being. Perhaps they'd lost their way, perhaps they were ashamed of their past. But one powerful way that you could potentially do this is to do as the warriors of Lathander do and just swear an oath.
An oath, you say?
Yeah. Let the power come from within. Let your words be your guiding principles and never stray from them. And that should override any pact that you've made. You already know the patron.
Are there any risks in doing so?
No. Only if you break the oath.
Hmm.
Well, that's easy enough.
Think about it. If you need help, I'm always here. And you're always welcome here as well.
I appreciate the insight.
It's great to see you all again. May you stay safe in your travels, and may the Morning Lord always be with you.
Thank you. And I'm gonna make a donation to his church.
Excellent. How much are you donating?
10 gold.
Yes. Excellent.
I'll toss in another 10.
I'll give you both inspiration.
If I already had it.
Me too.
Oh, damn it.
How
Okay.
come you guys never use your damn inspiration?
You can give one to another party member, I'll say, since you both have it.
Okay. Glare and Xena, if y'all don't have inspiration, you both have inspiration now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone
I
has
don't
it.
have inspiration because I use it.
I forget that I have it.
Same.
Really cool.
What does it make you do again?
You can give yourself advantage on a check, or you can re-roll one check. I think is the ruling on
It's
it.
like a lucky, basically.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotta remember that.
Yeah. So if you ever feel like you're in need of a critical roll, then that's when you would want to use it. Okay, so while that has happened, Xena and Glare, what are you two up to while they're off with the clergy over there?
Well, I want to start looking for my sister.
Yeah, I think Glaire's going to help her with that. He's also kind of keeping an eye on her to see if anything else weird happens.
Sure.
Yeah. So, what?
Go
I
ahead.
just remember I forgot to ask about the Xena stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So as you two are going about,
Wait,
Yep.
tell Hugo really quick because he forgot to ask before you moved to us.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, go ahead. Go back to the gnome. That's what you meant by that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, what would you ask Copper about?
Have you heard anything about how to put this without, sparking a holy crusade against Xena?
Saying the D word.
Yeah. What do you know about about tattoos of a more infernal nature?
He will say, I don't know much, I'm afraid. Sorry. Sounds like bad business, though. Infernal
Yes.
beings. Not. Have you tried radiant damage?
Damage.
Oh my god.
That's not exactly my specialty.
He's like the
I'm more
power
of
of Christ,
nature.
bitch.
Would you like some holy water? We still have
God.
some.
Yes, please. Just one
Okay.
bottle should do.
Sure. Yeah, he'll give you one bottle of holy water.
Give this to her every night before she
Oh,
goes to
God.
bed.
Oh my god, we're gonna fucking
might
kill
help.
Xena, Jesus.
Oh my god, I'm so scared. Oh.
Oh no.
Turns out Xena is weak to radiant damage now.
Okay, but here's the thing though. Okay, while this is happening, Jeff is just like staring at Relbin right
Yeah,
now.
because Jeff doesn't
Because
know
nobody has
what's
told
going on.
Jeff shit yet. And he's like, why the fuck are you asking the priest about infernal tattoos?
I'll explain later.
Oh my god.
And
you'll
scene. Xena and Glare. So the two of you are out and about. How are you? Are you just sort of walking around the city, keeping an ear out? Are you asking people? What's the method by which you are attempting to gather information on Mina?
Well, the things we know for sure. Where's my list here?
I try to roll performance and draw a picture of her.
Claire would be
Okay.
I would like to
Yeah, no.
kind of investigate more about the thing we know for sure is the Cult of Black Sword. So I want to see if anyone knows anything about the Cult of the Black Sword.
Okay.
Yeah, but I want to try to draw a mugshot of her.
Okay. Make a performance check for the mugshot.
Damn it.
It looks
Little
horrible.
stick
It's like
figure.
a stick figure with like little hairs, and they're in like
Is
a
that
Okay,
Jeff?
wait.
black braid.
Why are you drawing a picture
I'll
of
use
Jeff?
Lucky. I use Lucky. Damn it.
It's looking a little better now that you're coloring it in.
I could use Flash of Genius on that because that's a skill check.
Yeah.
I can just use Lucky again. Hopefully we go to sleep.
No, don't do that. Flash of Genius just adds a +4, so it's a 15.
Yeah, so 15. So now it's looking pretty good. Glare tries to help you.
Your hair kind of goes over
I'm
top
like,
of the
like
ears
this?
a little bit more. Yeah, like that,
Oh,
like
okay.
that, like that.
On the right side, she has
Yeah.
bangs, I think. Okay, yeah, I got it.
Yeah, I remember her having bangs.
Yes, got it. I'm like, have you seen this woman not go up to like a random person on the street?
Most of them.
Actually, Zena, now that I think about it, couldn't we have just said anyone that looks like you?
They're gonna be confused though. I have my hood pulled up though to like kind of like, you know, like hair in my face, like.
You don't get anyone that has seen her. Do you talk about the Black Sword?
I would like to ask about the Black Sword while we're going around too.
You do with your high perception. I will say that you do pick up on a few people talking about the Black Sword and their whisperings. So as you're sort of walking through town, you hear some whisperings about, "Hey, have you heard about what's going on in the castle over there?"
Actually, the best part is I can actually read lips too, so I don't even need to hear them.
Yeah. So you do like you're just kind of walking through town, you know, and your ears sort of pick up on it, and they're like, "Yeah, the one in Caradin Val, eh?" And he's like, "Yeah, they say that the whole government's been taken over by those weird cultists, but it's just a rumor."
Arden Val? Where is that?
That's actually where you all had the last stand against the Shardland dragon.
That castle that the dragon was like about to take the castle.
Yeah, okay, so wait. So we didn't notice anything like that when we were there originally then, eh?
Well,
No.
it was all like about to be destroyed. So
It was all about to be destroyed, so people were panicking and in the streets
running around. So
Huh.
not like we had time to talk to the political government of the town.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, that's a lead.
Yeah. So that's what you two find out. Now what do you do?
So, feeling
I go
better?
to the alchemy. Is there an alchemist place?
There's
there-
that one lady's potion shop, right?
Yeah, there's a lady, but she doesn't sell too much. She just has a couple of spells that she can cast for you, and also just some
Or
health
like
potions.
herbalist?
No, but Relbin and Glare can make herbalist stuff
yeah.
if you would like them to.
We can try. I don't have many ingredients, but I can
I was
actually.
just gonna go to the alchemist and ask if they have anything for an upset stomach.
Oh,
Are you?
Relbin
Are you
might be able
feeling-
to help with that. Just he would know like various herbs that you could munch
okay.
on.
So are you? So you're not feeling? Are you feeling any better, or like just?
Am I very?
You're feeling okay today, for the
Okay.
most part. Seems like throwing up that junk helped you out.
Okay, yeah, I do feel better after
Good.
Robin helped me a lot with that. Thanks
Yeah,
for
just
staying in my room.
It's fine. It's you would have done the same for me.
Yes. Want a cookie?
I would love a cookie.
I give him a cookie.
Oh,
It's strawberry shortcake.
oh man, that sounds good.
Strawberry shortcake cookie? That sounds delicious.
Yeah, they used to sell something similar at Subway. I love them. Okay.
Nice.
Okay, so I guess we should go back and meet the others and see what they know.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that,
Maybe we
We-
can
we
head
really
over
need
to
a-
that town.
we really need a win here, so it'd be nice if they got something out of it.
Yeah, and then maybe we could check out that town if it's not too far away to see if anyone's seen Mina.
It's a little bit out of the way compared to where we're going, isn't it?
Towards the glacier.
We're trying to go towards the glacier, right?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
actually it is actually on the way to the glacier.
We
Yeah,
might be able to make a
because
stop. Certainly wouldn't hurt.
Basically, let me pull up the map. So the glacier's really fucking far away, by the way.
Yeah.
Just so you all know, it's probably like
Okay.
week's travel or so or more. Not a whole week, but like maybe 6 or 7 days. I was thinking a week in our time.
Yeah.
So yeah, if so, you guys are like in Bryn Shander. It is right here in Caradon Val, about 15 miles away. So it'd probably take you about a day to get there, and then, but to the glacier is like way out, like that way, like it's like
The
way
northeast
out.
or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, it's the northeast, far to
So
the
it
northeast.
is on the way.
It is pretty much almost exactly on the way. It wouldn't be that far out of the way.
Could be good to stop in at least and maybe
Yeah,
rest for the day.
there's also a lake there and
Yeah.
other stuff. So
Okay. So we go back then to the tavern.
yeah, so you all regroup just fine. You see your fellow party members there. What do y'all do?
So, any good news on your end?
Possibly.
Yes. In some ways.
I'm getting I'm feeling conflicted answers here. Well, regardless, we might have a leader of our own. Turns out that the Black Sword cult thing may have actually taken up in Caradon Vale.
Yes, it happens to be on the way to where we're going anyway, so I was hoping that we could stop there to see if anyone's seen my sister.
Sure.
I just wonder what kind of trouble that she's gotten herself into.
Oh, knowing her, probably the kind that will throw lightning bolts at me.
Oh my. Well, at least you can tell us apart with my eyes now.
Telling you apart wasn't ever an issue. One's crazy, the other one, well, still
Easier.
crazy, but nicer.
Yeah.
I do have something I would like to test out.
Very well.
We
What's that?
should do it in private.
Alright. What are we testing? I'm all for experiments.
Are we in private now?
Retired to one of our rooms.
Yeah.
We went to one of our rooms, Perry,
Okay.
for
Yes.
Relvin to do something.
Okay.
I did ask Copper what he knew about tattoos of a more infernal nature. He didn't really know anything, but he suggested trying possibly Radiant.
Radiant. We're not trying to burn it, remove it, I don't think.
I know, but it'll be a way of testing to see if the tattoo is infernal or not. However, there's another option. We could try just a little bit of possibly try a little bit of holy water.
Okay. What, you're trying to find out if the tattoo's infernal in nature, so you want to see if holy water burns it?
Is it just Glare and Relvin in the room?
With
Or,
you, I'm assuming.
Oh, I'm there
Yeah.
too. What about
Yeah.
Jeff?
Am I? I guess I'm there.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just like, burn my skin?
I mean, that's typically what happens to infernal things when they're subjected to holy water. I mean,
Okay.
it
I
would-
was like,
At this
"Please,
point-
I'm scared now.
At this point, I'm like, all right, what the fuck is going on?
So, yeah, long story short, Xena went through some shit last night.
I pull up my shirt and stuff and show him like my tattoos and how they've kind of evolved since the last one.
Can I make an Arcana check to see if I know anything better?
You can. Yeah, it's
About the same.
pretty cool design. You know about the same of what everyone else knows. You don't know anything much more than that.
All right.
I said, well, anyway, last night I felt really sick, and I don't know if I drank too much or what, but I started throwing up this like sludge, this like shadowy sludge stuff on the
Yeah,
ground.
no, that's normal. Totally
And
normal.
yeah, and Glare told me that a lot of shadow priests go through that, so I guess it's just like part of, growing stronger as a shadow. I'm not.
Blair
not
looks
shadow priest,
very
shadow monk.
pleadingly over her shoulder at Jeff. Don't say anything.
I glare a little bit, and then I just lean up against the wall and grip my pipe out, and I keep my mouth shut.
I just want to test the. We're not gonna use much holy water. Just enough to see if there's a reaction or not.
I'm scared.
Okay. And so what are you doing to her with the holy water?
I guess I'm gonna take
Oh.
out a little cloth. I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna get it damp with the
Uh-huh.
holy water, just enough to get it damp. And I say, just try to relax.
Oh, shit. Okay.
And I'm gonna touch the damp spot to one of her exposed tattoos.
Okay, you touch it. Xena, you
Mhm.
wince a bit as you're expecting pain.
Yeah.
Nothing. You're fine.
Oh. I'm so scared.
So
Oh
the
my
magic itself isn't infernal in nature.
Yes.
Could still be related to shadow. So Shadowfell, perhaps?
Shadow what?
No, nothing. Just I can't remember if Shadowfell's in this campaign or not.
The Shadowfell is a thing, yeah. But
Okay.
you guys haven't really messed with it.
No. I have
Just
theories.
like, well, maybe it was just,
Hmm.
like Claire said, I'm just learning about Shadow Monk, and it's just all part of the process. So
Yep,
let's just trust
that's-
Claire and go along with that. And
Yep,
I'll be fine.
that sounds reasonable. I'm sure that's what's gonna happen.
That's what you said, so I mean, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And we always know, yeah, I'm right a lot of the time anyway, like always, so,
exactly.
So while they're talking about this, I'm just kind of like behind her and everything. Maybe when we're done in this freaking ice hell, we can find your boyfriend and ask him.
I
Yeah,
don't know if
I
I
mean,
want to go to an actual hell after ice
I
hell.
don't want to go to hell either. No, but
I don't mean actually going to hell. Eugenia says I mean finding a way to bring him back.
I would be
Oh.
definitely for that. I definitely want to bring him back under whatever cost it takes. I want to see him again.
Well,
should probably-
that's a subject for another day. For now, let's try to figure out how not to get frozen to death.
Okay. So, let's get the dogs ready to go.
Were we gonna take a week before we actually went
Oh.
out to? Like
Yeah.
we were gonna take a kind of week to prepare everything, right?
Up to you. You don't have to. It can be just a
Okay.
day or.
Okay.
Okay. While we're in here, I'm gonna fill them in on the rest of what happened.
Okay. So he tells you the story of what happened at the
Oh,
priest.
I do have to admit, I am really, really do want to see what's in that magical city. It's entirely possible that it could potentially be extremely beneficial. So if if it's a maybe, I mean, that still could be good.
True. Could also be something very bad.
Well, I'm gonna hope for good.
Me too.
Okay.
Well,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
well, I guess we have a plan then. Head towards Cairn Vale, and then from there go to the glacier after we've ascertained what we can there.
Perhaps we should take some time to gather supplies in the nearby area.
Not a bad idea. We could take some time to see what we can stock up on.
Yes.
Yeah. They're still really low on food.
Mm-hmm.
But if there's anything else, like any common
Herbs.
adventuring supplies, you want to gather some stuff, like
Yeah.
herb-wise. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can go out and gather. Make 2 survival checks for me to see what you can
Okay.
get.
Can I use guidance for them?
Yes.
All right.
Let's see what you get.
Yeah, like
Oh, yeah.
we're on our way to Cardavel. Or
Yeah, you're on your way to Carnival. It takes about a whole day.
Okay. 28 for 1.
Yes, that's definitely a success. That's also a success. You find 2 milkweed seeds
I don't think that's on our list yet.
and 2 more of the worm tongue petals.
Can I fish?
Yeah. Make a strength check to see if you can fish as you guys are approaching the lake.
Glare is standing by.
Yeah. Hey, you catch the fish, no problem.
Yay!
Poof. You catch a knucklehead trout from the water, Xena. You feel like you're getting the
Yay.
hang of this, even though you're only of average strength. You Still have no
How
problem.
do I do the magic fish stuff?
That you just
I have to
literally
cook?
leave the hook in the water for an hour and then pull it out to see what you get.
Yeah, you want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys do the magic fish thing. You stick this magical hook into the water, and you just sit there and watch it, Cena. And you're like fascinated because arcane stuff is kind of outside
Weird to
your
me.
it's thing, and so you're just looking at it like with like wonder, like sparkles in your eyes,
Yeah.
in your cold blue White Walker
Yeah.
eyes. And as you are looking at it, a fish appears. So Glare, go ahead and roll whatever it asks you to roll. Is it a D6?
You said we got milkroot or something like
Oh
that?
yeah,
Milkroot?
sorry. Milkweed seeds, 2 of them, and then 2 of the worm tongue petals. So you have more of
Yeah,
the
I got
poison
those.
base. The milkweed seeds are. Let me look it up. What it does. The milkweed seed. It's a potion modifier. So it increases the potency of a healing potion made. By,
really?
Yeah. It will double the dice rolled. But it will...
Specifically for healing potion?
Yeah. But it will modify the alchemy modifier bonus. So it'll remove the bonus part to the potion and let you roll more dice, basically. It does stack, by the way.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Do you want to try to make it? Is that for the fish?
Yeah,
The D20?
it's just a green with copper band. It's just a tasty fish.
Okay, so you get a tasty fish, Xena. A magical fish that's a green fish with a copper band on it.
Provides a day's worth of
Yay.
nourishment to the creature that eats it.
Yes. And you pull it out. And you pack the ice and snow onto the sled and get your fish all situated on the sled as you continue north toward Caer Denival. Okay.
That fish does rot after a day if it's not used.
Yeah, you gotta cook it. You gotta cook it today.
Cook it?
Yeah, we can say you can cook it. Make a cooking check, and also roll a one.
Cut out.
Hold on. Yeah, make a
Roll
cooking
what?
check. Make a cooking check. So that's your wisdom plus proficiency. So like an insight check would work. Same type of thing. Oh yeah, that's a really good fish. So we'll say, mate, roll a d50 for me. 1d50 to see what you turn this fish into. Okay, a 9. This is so interesting. You make crystal seasoned trout. This trout fillet is crusted with crystal fruit spice and seared at a high heat, and you're serving it with baked apples. So it's got a bit of sweetness in there. Yeah.
Well, she seems to be in a better mood.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm so hungry. I love these apples. Yeah.
And you can all partake in it if you want. It's absolutely delicious. 2 Michelin stars.
Yes. I'm a master chef.
How's those pipes, those smoke circles coming along there, Jeff?
I just kind of look over at him, and Glare can tell that I am very seriously thinking about something and contemplating something very important. And I just kind of nod at him, and then I just go back to my smoking. And I'm sitting in the middle of the camp, just kind of like staring off into space, thinking about something, basically.
Okay.
All right then, fine.
Fine, be
I'm
over. So yeah, you eventually make it to Caer Denival. Not too long after that, and I'm just moving you guys to the map just so y'all can see it.
Yeah.
And so the way the map is, you guys are kind of coming from the east way, and you're walking through town, and you see that I have that square. That's kind of like where you're headed, to that ruin,
Okay.
to that castle overlooking a hill, overlooking the lake Din Shear. And as you arrive, you see. I'm gonna move you to a map. Yeah, you see this place. It's in the. Go to the upper part of the map. Let me know if you can see your tokens.
Yep.
Yeah. So so as you arrive and you see your tokens, you see before you. Hold on. Let me get the thing out. So you see as you approach the castle, you see a sturdy stone castle that's seen better days, as part of it has been destroyed from the dragon attack. But it's devoid of warmth and ostentation. Squats atop the cliffs overlooking the town and the frozen harbor. Warding the castle entrance are thick, battle-hardened wooden doors. 4 cylindrical guard towers have wind-worn flags bearing the town's heraldry fluttering above their tiled conical roofs. These towers are connected by icy battlements and parapets. Atop the castle walls and within the guard towers, torches flicker. And you can see that there are men sort of perched atop the castle's doors, and they are wearing these black robes, and they also have a like an amulet on their necks of a black sword as well. They have this amulet of a black sword, and they're all wearing these like black outfits with like chainmail, or they might be wearing robes as well. Some of them might be wearing just plain black robes. And as you approach,
I have my hood up, by the way.
yeah, you have your hood up. As you approach, you expect, just due to the visage of this, that you're not going to be welcomed. But surprisingly, one of the men reaches out and or they shout down to you and they say, "You are the heroes against the Durgar menace. We have been awaiting your arrival." And he sort of nods to one of the men nearby, and the gates open and the portcullis raises for you as you enter.
Oh, I honestly wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
Either.
Yeah, and as you enter, you are greeted by one of the men. We'll say this guy for whatever reason.
Yes, NPC number 13.
Yeah, and he's like, "Yes, we've been expecting your arrival.
How were you expecting our arrival?
Our lord told us of your arrival."
Who is your lord?
"His name is Levistus, but perhaps Kadroth inside can tell you more, if he wants. But how can we help? Why have you graced us with your presence? We do thank you for ridding all of 10 towns and Icewind Dale of the Durgar menace, and for protecting this town."
Well, maybe we can talk to your boss, and we have some questions that they might be able to answer.
Very well. Feel free to make your way throughout the castle. I have to get back to my post, but you'll find him upstairs, first room to the... upstairs, and then you have to take a right, and then another right into a separate room. But you'll find him there.
Okay.
Okay. And he'll go back. Oh, yeah, make an insight check. What would you... just his truthfulness?
Yeah, whether or not he might be hiding hostile intent.
Okay. You don't think he's lying. There's no hostile intent. Glare, however, when you look at his... the necklace that he has on, all these people are wearing the same necklace. The people on the towers and this guy that you were talking to, this black sword, that was Chardolin.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Like, you've worked with Chardolin enough, like, that was made of Chardolin.
The necklace was made of Chardolin?
Yeah, like, the black sword attached to the necklace was made of Chardolin. That the guy was wearing. And
Like
they're
a
all...
black necklace, like...
They're all wearing it.
Okay, that's something that Glare is going to have to... when we get a little bit out of distance, I'm using Detect Magic.
Okay.
Takes me 10 minutes to do it because I'm not using a spell right now. That's
Like, you mean it looks like this, Perry? In the group
see.
chat?
Yeah, exactly like that. Yeah, kind of exactly like that. Yeah. Yep. And that's
Okay.
made of Chardolin.
Guy.
That's Glaire's gonna use detect magic for sure now, because that's okay. So when we get kind of away from them, Glaire's going to kind of try to hint that he needs to say something and out of earshot, so we can kind of step out away from everyone.
Okay.
So, you guys know I've been doing some research on that Chardolin, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that necklace was definitely Chardolin. And, the thing that makes me worried is, due to the nature of the material, it is extremely easy to enchant.
Hmm.
What does that
Normally, well, let's just say that it is, so... So say you're cooking with, chicken, and, you could be cooking with, say, I don't know, like, beef or something like that. The chicken is softer and kind of easier to cook with, right? The meat you kind of have to beat down and, like, kind of force the spices into it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Chardonnay in this case is chicken. It's easier to season, it's softer, and it's more easily...
But what would they want to
Flavored.
enchant it with?
That's the thing. It's easy to enchant, and it seems to, in my experience, also carry, well, possibly even intents of the people who crafted it into whatever shape it is. So
Like,
that's
these
just
people could be charmed?
they could be charmed. They could be influenced. It could be some maybe latent spell that only triggers during certain things. I have no way of knowing right now, but I just want you all to be aware.
Hmm. What sort of enchantment do you think they have?
The way of knowing. That's why I would not mind being able to see if they're enchanted. So, one moment.
And I'm going to use detect magic as a ritual.
Okay, it takes you some time, right?
10 minutes, yeah.
You're it's hard to tell without getting closer to one of these guys, and that one dude like went back to his post.
Yeah.
But there's
Can I try to stealth and use sleight of hand to pickpocket one of them?
you can.
I'm scared, but I'm gonna try to get one for him.
Oh
You
god.
You can.
Well, okay, I'm gonna try.
Make a stealth
So-
check with advantage with your hood. Okay. Xena disappears into the shadows. Alright, and you're just gonna pickpocket like the nearest one?
Yeah,
Okay.
the necklace.
So you can actually shadow step straight up to the top stealth. Is that what you want to do? To
Yeah.
like one of the battlements? Yeah, so you all sort of Xena just sort of disappears. She tells you she's going. You tell them, right? What you're doing?
Yeah, I just say, hold on, I'll help, or something. I'm
Okay.
gonna go get one, and then you're like, what?
Yeah, and then she's gone in shadow, and sort of your alter ego, your shadowy Xena, appears at the top of the battlements there in one of the conical areas, and you just sort of appear where she was as you shadow step to the top, and you sneak behind one of these guys, and you just sort of
Yeah.
pluck off the necklace, undo it from the back, and then you appear right next to your friends again with the necklace in like less than like in like 6 seconds. Just boom, boom, back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And she's holding the necklace there. And as your eyes are just like, what the hell? As she just
I'm still doing my spell. I haven't even seen her leave.
Yeah.
I'm focused.
She's like, I have one right here. Or what do you say, Xena, when you come back?
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
well, I found one.
What?
I just kind of sighed. Oh, that shit's scary.
Yes.
I'm like, here.
Yeah, that's good. I knew you'd do that. Right, cool.
Yeah, so you can tell that this so this item is radiating first of all, there's not much magic left in it. You think that whatever enchantment was once in it was used up, or at least a lot of it was already used up. So you don't think it actually has any, it can do any magical effects right now. However, you do sense that the type of magic that it's radiating has been tainted it's not the good Chardolin. It's like absorbed some negative energy, and you don't think it would be a good idea to wear it yourself.
Oh, that's
It,
great.
but it's a faint. It's very faint. It's not enough to do anything anymore. But at one time, it may have done something.
And it could also, due to the nature of what I know about Chardolin, it could affect someone's behavior and nature with even the small amount.
Over time, yeah, it could. You think?
Okay, great. Yeah, just what I was worried about. Be on your toes, because I don't know if we're in a friendly... if this place is as friendly as it may initially seem.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys are right now. You guys are kind of in this snowy courtyard, and it's snowing here in the courtyard. And you see that there are footprints in the snow that lead to various doors along the courtyard's perimeter, including a tall double door to the main keep straight ahead of you. It has an unwelcoming row of arrow slits and barred windows on the upper floor. To the east of the double door is a small single-story building with a slanted snow-covered roof, and you sort of hear scratching coming from in there and some growls coming from that one. And then to the west, you see a double door. To the west of the double door, you see two unused merchant stalls with torn canopies. And then tucked under some icy stairs in the northwest corner is a slender wooden hut with a crescent moon carved into its flimsy door. It looks like an outhouse. So, yeah.
Well, he said up to the right, so straight and then to the right, or?
I guess so.
So you want to go through the double doors?
Wait, where did the tracks lead?
Sure.
They go to all different directions, as if people just sort of
Are you just walking around?
walking around, yeah, to the different areas.
Am I still able to be stealthed, or do I need to roll again?
No, I'll say you can still be stealthed.
Okay.
All right. So you go up to the double doors.
Yeah.
Open them up. You see that this leads into a great hall. Let me put you in there. Xena, you're still stealthed, but the rest of you go in there, and you see that this once grand hall is dimly lit by chandeliers that are missing most of their candles. 3 long tables in the center of the hall are littered with dirty dishes, and there's this young tiefling girl, sort of gray skin, like almost like ash-colored skin, with horns that go up a little bit and then out to the sides. And she is just in like rags, and she is just slowly collecting these dirty dishes on the tables. There's a stone staircase that ascends to a pair of 20-foot-high balconies that hug the walls going back. And on the north landing, directly across from the main entrance, there's a banner of the town's heraldry, which is a stone watchtower on a dark blue field with a horizontal red fish facing to the right under the tower. You're pretty sure it's a knucklehead trout.
Trout.
Yeah.
Fucking trout.
Okay.
But yeah, the little kid is just sort of looks over to you, and then she continues. Little tiefling girl continues cleaning.
Excuse me, do you know where we might find the Lord?
She seems a bit surprised, and she's like, yes, Lord Kadroth, his room is, and she'll point like upstairs and to the right, but past that room.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, what do you all do?
I walk up there.
Okay. Yeah, so
I
you...
follow suit.
Yeah, so you walk up, you go over here. I'll just move you to the room. When you enter this room, You see that this is like a den type room. It's like a well-appointed sitting room, and you see this cultist there, and he's just sort of like sitting around in the chair, just like fiddling with a knife. And he sort of comes to attention when you walk in. He's like, "Hey, who are you?"
Who are we? Who are you?
The name's Thoob. I serve our leader, Kadroth.
You serve
Okay.
him.
Where is he?
Right back there. Who's asking?
I'm asking.
Who was
We're
you?
We're the ones who took care of this Charlatan dragon.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Well, hold on. Let me just go get him. Stay right there. And then he'll knock on the door and be like, "Hey, boss! There's these people out here. They're the ones that killed the dragon." And you see sort of emerging from that back room is a sort of a pudgy tiefling. And he looks kind of like this. Let me show you what he looks like.
I have the strange feeling he looks evil.
He looks
Shit.
he looks like that.
Looks like a bank manager.
And he sort of acts like one, and he's like kind of snooty, you know. He sort of walks up to you, he's like, "Hello, how can I help you? My name is Kadroth. I lead these band of ruffians known as the Black Sword."
What did we come to ask?
Well, you want to know
Mina.
what's Mina?
So I like nudge Xena a little bit. I'm just kind of like, now's your chance.
I don't know how to word this.
He's like drinking a coffee. Or some drink. You don't know if it's actually coffee.
I guess I'll just act and be like, well, I was looking for my sister. She kind of looks like me, but with not as cool eyes.
Do you like lower your hood to show him yourself? So that you can get a
Yeah.
good look?
Yeah.
When you do that, he spits out his coffee.
Oh, God.
And he's like, he sort of straightens up a bit. And he's like, never seen her before. Don't know what you're talking about.
Can I
You're
roll
lying.
insight?
Insight.
Make an insight check. Yeah. Hold on. Roll for him. Yeah, he's. You don't think he's telling the truth?
It would be
Really?
wise for you to speak truthfully to us.
You. He sort of looks at you all. You look very well armed, and he sort of begins sweating. He's like, "Please, I can't." And he's like sweating profusely from the brow. Like he looks
I just say-
terrified. He looks
I said,
absolutely
"Look, I
terrified.
just want to find her. I just want to know where my sister is."
He says, I can't.
Is he wearing one of the swords as well?
Yeah, no, he wouldn't be.
Does Glare stuff take magic up?
I do actually.
You do get a aura off of. Let me read Detect Magic again. Hold on.
Sure, one sec.
Sorry, it's complicated. This is actually complicated.
Yeah, one sec. There you go.
For the duration, you sense the projects in any direction to any visible creature or object. Okay. So yeah, you do detect something on him. You detect a some sort of enchantment magic, like around his head.
Oh. Glare will kind of nudge him and go,
Yeah, he might not be really able to say much.
He just says, "Please don't make me." He looks terrified.
What does this do? What do you mean he can't?
I'd be able to tell the school of magic, so I'm going to guess that it's enchantment. You said?
It's enchantment, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I have the strange feeling that if we do force him to talk, bad things are gonna happen.
I don't care. I want to know where my sister is.
Okay, well, we should probably treat this delicately.
So I'm gonna put a hand on Xena's shoulder. I'm gonna say, why don't we try taking a look around first, and then we'll use this as a last resort.
Can
I
we,
really don't care about him.
I mean, that's fair, but,
Is he? Do you think he's under some compulsion magic?
I don't think it's compulsive magic. My guess would be if certain things could possibly trigger the magic.
And then I'll say to Xena now, I'll say, if he dies, he won't be able to tell us anything anyway.
Okay, fine.
So, do you mind if we have a look around and like talk to some of the other people, or?
He says, "You'll get no resistance from me."
Well, I'll stay here and keep watch over him because I don't trust him.
Okay.
That's
That's fair.
I could try dispelling any magics that are afflicting him.
Do you want to try that?
I'm gonna ask him if it's okay if I try.
He doesn't say anything.
Then I'm going to cast spell magic at 4th level.
Make a ability check, so just a straight wisdom check.
I will use Flash of Genius on the results as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
That can work on a check?
Flash of it works on, I think, ability checks and saves.
Okay.
So just straight wisdom check?
Straight wisdom check.
Let me just read it. When another creature you can see within 30 feet of you makes an ability check or saving throw, you can use your reaction.
Okay, cool.
Okay, it should have rolled, but let me try again.
Oh, that's enough. So yeah, you cast your spell, and the magic sort of disappears, and Glare, you no longer see a aura around his head.
Okay, you should be able to talk now.
He nods. He says, "Yeah, but don't you dare say that I told you, please. She's downstairs in the cistern. You'll find her there, but
He's here?
yeah."
I'm going.
Shit. Claire comes after her.
I start to leave the room.
I'm going to transmog into one of the guards, and I'm going to follow Xena.
Okay.
I want to.
Okay, calm. Slow.
Good luck with that, Glare.
I want to stealthing in. I have advantage.
Okay.
And
God
I'm
damn it.
Headed towards.
Oh,
I'm
she's
headed
stealth.
towards the cistern or whatever.
Okay, well, I'm still headed towards the cistern.
Yeah,
Sure.
Claire's gonna look out, see that he can't see her at all anymore, and look back.
Which way to the cistern?
Yep, here we go, Glare. We're doing this. Let's go.
You guys actually don't know the way to the cistern.
Well, I'm
Ask that little
stealthy.
tiefling girl then.
Okay, she'll tell you. She'll tell you where it is. If you ask the little tiefling girl, she'll be like, "Oh, just go up any of the towers, and you can take the downstairs to get there." Well, actually, she'll point you to a specific tower, so you'll have to go. Yeah, you'll have to go up the stairs and to one of the towers, and then she'll say it's the northwestern tower. There's a sort of latch that you can go down into the cistern from there.
Well, I go there as soon as I hear the directions. I go there at like my max speed, like 60 feet.
Okay.
Would we be able to, like, audibly
Keep
hear
up
that
with
at
it.
all?
No, I'm stealth.
No.
I'm
probably not.
shadow stepping the whole way.
I would have waited behind a little bit to let Kardoff finish his sentence.
I'm briskly walking towards the cistern.
He was finished talking, basically.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, at that point, Xena, so you are the first one there. The rest of you are trying to catch up to her. But since you're the first one there, you come in here and you see that this is a guard tower. And there are about 3 cultists in here. They don't really pay you much mind.
No.
They're
26.
Oh, okay, so they don't see you. Yeah, they don't see you at all. You do see, since you're in the northwest tower, that there is a stone trap door in the floor.
Okay, well, can I get through it?
Yeah, so you open the trap door and you go in as sneakily as possible.
Yeah.
Sneak in there. As you go in and you look down, the rest of you arrive. Xena's already in the trap door, so you don't see her.
But you don't know that.
You don't know that. But you do see that there are 3 cultists in here, and they just sort of all turn to you and look. And they're like, who are you guys?
So we look around the room. Is the trapdoor is the only way, like, through the room or anywhere?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just gonna point. I'm just like, we're heading down.
Yep, got it.
Okay. Xena, as you're making your way down, you get stuck in something. And when you look down beneath you, you can't see what's below you. Like, there's this weird fog. And in the fog are these little stars, almost like constellations in the fog below. But before you can get down into the fog, there's like a web, like a fucking spider web, and you're stuck in it.
Oh, fuck.
You're like, God damn it. So make a, I'll say, acrobatics check to try to, like, fucking weasel out of there. Yeah, you're stuck in this fucking web. As you all begin to go and open up the stone hatch, explain to the people who you are, and you look down, you see Xena is, like, stuck down there in this web as she's climbing down a ladder, basically, down the hatch. And below her is a fog that you can't see through.
I'm no longer stealth anymore.
You're no longer stealth. You're, like, stuck in this, like, there's nowhere to stealth in this, like,
So
it's like a shaft.
I'm gonna cast dancing lights and just like throw them out around Xena down in there to see what the hell's going on, so we can actually see what the fuck we're getting into.
Yeah, you all see that Xena's kind of got her butt stuck in like a magical web, and underneath her is a fog that you cannot see through. But the dancing lights does help illuminate exactly what's going on. And Jeff, you would remember this because you cast this spell on glare sometimes.
Yeah.
So it's just it's just web. It's
just
basically
web.
just dispel web.
Yeah.
So can I go down and use green flame blade to try to cut the web out from around her?
Yeah. So Jeff, you go down. Your sword lights flame with this green flame, and you sort of cut the webs around Xena. And the two of you, Xena, you're now able to go down. Do you go down?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna move you all down there for.
We just keep following her.
Yeah. Hold on. Oh. So yeah, you end up here. As you go into this fog, you see these like blue constellations and this sort of purplish, white and blue fog sort of encompass around you. Almost feels like you're in like some kind of weird astral space or something as you're down in here. And it is completely obscuring all your sight as you're trying to make
Even mine?
Yeah, even yours. This is fog. It's not a darkness effect. It is dark down here, and that's fine, but it's the fog that's sort of hampering your vision.
And the fog is magical, I take it?
Yeah, definitely magical. And as you look around, I'm trying to see if you can... Yeah, you don't see anything. You see that you think there's a path forward? Probably. That's about all you can tell.
Chef, you know the spell can talk with animals, correct?
I do.
Now might be a good time to use it. I'm gonna turn into a bat and try and see if I can lead us through here.
Ooh. I could always try my familiar first if you'd like.
A bat? Okay. That's really good.
Well, does your bird see blindly?
Well, he's a raven, so he has night sight, right?
Yeah,
Well,
but it's not darkness
It's not
because I
dark,
can't
it's
see
just
anything.
fog, yeah.
Does the fog go all the way to the roof?
Oh,
basically?
this whole area is obscured all the way through. You can't see shit down here.
That's
I
why he
could.
said bat, because it's echolocation, so it's by sound.
Well, that's true. Or I could turn him into a spider and just see if he can crawl all the way to the other side.
No, I think a bat would allow me to see, and I could relay what I see to you, and you could relay it to the rest of the party.
If that's what you
Okay.
want to do, I'll trust you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll cast Speak with Animals.
Okay, and
And
Relbin.
I'll turn into a bat.
Okay, so Relbin's sort of body he begins to morph down and shrink, and then where he was standing, a bat flies up.
He forgot he can do that.
Yeah, and Jeff, you're
Like
able to
squeaking at each other.
you're able to communicate with him. So Relbin, you're moving forward as a bat, basically, and trying to scout out the place.
Actually, I'll be specifically a giant bat.
A giant bat. Okay, how big is a fucking giant bat? Is
Large
it large?
beast.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're taking up probably like that much space, we'll say, as
Damn.
a bat. Yeah, as you're making your way
fucking
through,
hell.
this fucking bat is having, it's pretty big. Roll a d4.
Uh-oh.
Okay. You are able to go forward, and you're sort of using your echolocation. And as you do use your echolocation, you sense that to the north is a room, a sort of just an empty room. You don't know what's in there exactly. You also detect something. It bounces off of something that looks like a web. Like there's a web up
In
to
the north room?
and towards the north, and to the east, your sound sort of bounces back in a different way, and you think there's water ahead.
Okay. I can relay that to Jeff.
Yeah.
To relay it to the party.
So I'll tell everybody what he thinks so far.
Well, nothing too dangerous. That web makes me think that perhaps it's possible she knows we're coming. I don't know how that smell really works.
Well,
just-
I guess I like move inside of it.
Roll a d4. You start to walk forward, and you're going straight ahead, and then you run into Jeff, who was right beside
So
you,
what the hell?
and you're like back here somehow, even though you feel like you stepped that way.
Well, this is obviously magical in nature.
Extremely.
Yes.
I'm just looking through my stuff.
Is there room in here enough for me to fly?
Yeah, you can fly out ahead.
Okay, I can fly out to the east a little bit.
Just a second.
Yeah. So as you fly out, you get the sense that this whole corridor is water. It's like there's water in this whole corridor, and sort of bits of ice as well. So it's like icy water, and there's like a rowboat underneath you. It's like a rickety ass rowboat, but you'd probably, like, if you didn't have wings and weren't a bat, you'd probably need to use that boat to get across this cold ass fucking water.
Okay, I'm gonna fly back to them
Yep.
and relay that information.
Well, this is gonna be fun. Just tell him, what's going on. Looks like we're gonna have to get in a little rowboat.
We should perhaps keep contact. Someone grab hold of me, and someone grab hold of the person behind on that person, and basically form a chain to the rowboat.
We just use like a rope to keep each other.
You certainly can.
Yeah.
Now,
we do
this
that.
is Dungeons and Dragons, everyone. This right here is Dungeons and Dragons. All right, so you tie a rope around everybody into the bat.
Yeah, and the large bat as the leader.
This is Dungeons and Dragons. Okay,
I'm just gonna grip the rope just in case I need to
Yeah.
get loose.
yeah.
I'm gonna grip the rope.
Okay,
Your talons.
so
Yeah.
with your with your newfound problem-solving skills, Relbin, you lead the party to the rowboat, and as you all step in, you hear it creak as you sort of get in this boat, and you you don't know where you're going. Like, it's so awkward right now. There is water off to the side. If you get really close, you can see it. Anyone who's on the boat, so not Relbin, make perception checks at disadvantage for me. Disadvantage. So we'll take the lower of the two. Oh god, Jeff, you don't see garbage shit. Dang.
Damn. Zena's got it though.
Yeah. Is Glare here? Oh, did he leave?
Sorry, sorry, I had to go to the washroom. I'm
Oh,
back.
you're fine. Yeah, just make a perception check with disadvantage for me. As you're looking into the water off the side of the boat as to try to make out.
Perception.
Yeah, you don't see anything. Xena, you swear that as you look into the boat, you see like you see like the face of a corpse in this water, like frozen beneath the water, like just in this really cold water. You just see like the face of a corpse and like some chainmail.
I just like gasp. I just gasp and I'm like, there's something dead inside the water. I saw a face.
Oh, great.
I instinctively want to say, don't look at it.
Yeah. So what do? You guys rowing this thing or?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Sure.
You're rowing. Relbin's leading with the rope. He's flying you past. You, so Relbin, as you're sort of leading the boat here, you find a path to the north. There's a couple webs in the way. And then you see, or you think there's a door at the end of this tunnel, and you see a pathway to the south as well, before you get to the door at the very end.
Okay. So there's webs to the in the north path.
Mm-hmm.
What do I see in the south path?
Okay. In the south path, you'd have to get up to it. Do you go up to the south path and look around the corner?
When the boat gets there, yes.
Okay. When you and the boat get there, and you look over with your blind sight, you see. I don't know how much you see with echolocation, but I'm just gonna read the room anyway. Frost covers the floor of this dark, 15-foot square room, and all you see is that there's this. At the very end of that hallway is a tall pillar of ice with a horned, pale-skinned humanoid figure trapped inside of it. The pillar is wrapped in black chains. And as the boat sort of goes up to it, you notice that there's no fog in that area. So you all like can see down into that room, and you all also see this 8-foot tall pillar of ice with a horned, pale-skinned humanoid figure trapped inside, wrapped in black chains.
How big is the humanoid?
8 feet tall.
With a horn?
It looks like a devil, basically.
Oh no, not one of those.
Well, it's a statue.
Oh,
It's like a statue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it magical?
There is magic in there, yeah.
That's another chain demon. I'm gonna be pissed. All right.
What do you do?
I'm also gonna communicate. There's a door at the end of the hallway as well.
You said I tell them all what? Oh, he said he tells them all. He's relaying back. He
Okay.
says.
So Jeff tells you all what Relbin sees. You all can actually see it too. That's what I mean. It's like as you pass
Yeah,
by.
that's why I was asking if I could see.
The fog, yeah, the fog is there. You can make a religion check. Anyone that can actually see it. So maybe not Relbin right now, to make out all the features.
A religion check, eh? Well, that's
Yeah.
not terrible. That's pretty terrible.
You don't know anything. Hey, Jeff knows some stuff.
Oh, that helmet of intellect.
Hell yeah, that thing's helping out a lot so far.
So yeah, Jeff, you read in a book once that this is a You think this is a statue that resembles the Archdevil Levistus, who, with that role, you will know that he's trapped in the 6th layer of hell, and he was trapped there by Asmodeus, supposedly. And so, with that role that he's kind of an outcast among the other devil lords, and no one likes him. And this appears to be a shrine to that archdevil.
Seems like it's just a shrine. We should be all right for the time being, anyway.
Christ, devils are never a good sign.
Yeah, well.
And so your boat right now is sort of floating on the river, and you can. There's just that snow-covered floor leading towards that room that contains the devil statue.
I walk inside, I guess, like right here.
Okay. Do you guys follow, or what's going on?
I guess we better.
Okay. So as you walk in and you sort of begin making your way down the hallway to get closer to this thing, a huge burst of wind, cold wind, blasts out of the devil and shoots out towards you. I need everyone to make a strength saving throw.
Oh, thank God.
Well, Robin wouldn't have gone in the hallway because.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
Xena, you dig your heels in, and you manage to bear this wind as you're like putting your hand up and you're walking towards it, and you sort of duck off to the side to get out of the wind's path. Glare,
I rolled a fucking 3.
Glare, you are hurtled back, and you fly back and into the water. So do you, Jeff. We'll say that Glare actually flies back into Jeff, and you all end up in the frigid water behind, and it's really fucking cold. Both of you make Constitution saving throws as you are freezing.
Out of curiosity, would the Ring of Warmth help in this case?
The Ring of Warmth? Oh, yeah, you're fine. You're fine with the Ring of Warmth. Actually, Jeff is okay, too, because he's
Oh yeah,
special.
I still got the blessing.
Yeah. You two are both fine, but you're wet.
I'm gonna drag the boat over to them.
Okay.
Fine, it's fine. Glare climbs back up and go to the freaking pathway.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
This time Glare's gonna dig in his claws as he climbs towards it.
Okay. I'll say you have advantage. Make another strength save with advantage this time as you're crawling. And damn fucking piece of shit.
Holy shit!
It keeps blowing you back.
Can I like try to hold on to him at all?
Yeah, you can.
With a rope?
Yeah. Okay, try
What do
again
I do?
with advantage. It's not working.
Oh my god.
There's nothing important in there.
Holy mother pearl.
I can't roll tonight.
What was it called? What was those things? Those clippers? Calipers?
Crampons.
Crampons. Use the crampons.
Glare just keeps getting blown back into the water.
Yeah, just splashing all.
God, they're like making us swim.
Jeff, same thing. Jeff's just getting blown back
Oh my
too.
god.
I could actually roll a -2, okay?
Holy mother pearl.
Somebody throw me a fucking rope!
She did. It didn't help.
I did. And still didn't help.
Okay, one more time. This has got to work.
Okay. This is not working. Jeff, try to roll again. I don't want to. It just keeps
She's
getting
in the
blown.
kitchen.
Okay, it's fine. We'll say that it takes a lot of effort, but you're not really in a time crunch or anything. Eventually, after being blown into the water back several times by this stupid gust of wind, you all sort of meet up with Xena at this point. So you are all, I'll say, like right here, and that gust of wind is continuing to blow, but you're out of the way of it for now. Relbin, you're kind of too big for this area. Would you ever shrink back?
Not yet.
Okay, so do you want to continue waiting out then, since
Yes,
it's hard for you to fit?
for now.
Can I stealth?
Yeah, you can stealth. Make a stealth check.
I don't think I can make that strength saving throw.
With advantage.
Okay, yeah, so you have advantage. You think you're stealth. You see that there are two paths here. There's one directly to the west and east, and they both have that fog.
Oh.
So yeah, pick away, west or east. You're probably closest to the west.
Alright, I go there.
Okay. You walk through, roll a d4.
Oh.
Okay. You run into the you move forward a bit and you run into a door. Kind of hit your head on the door. It's hard to see. What do you do?
I mean, I try to open it.
You open the door, and you go inside, or you look inside, and you see that this room is a private quarters of some time. And you see in the room, sitting there at a small desk in the dark, writing in a book with black leather covers, is Mina.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And she's sitting there in the dark, and she's wearing this like beautiful black dress that has these like constellations and like space like looking figures on it, and it's like moving, like the space is moving, and it as you like sort of look at her, it almost seems to threaten to pull you into the dress as you're looking at it. It's like kind of messing with your head. Flanked by her on either side are two hellhounds that look like this. Well, I can't show them because it's being dumb. You've seen them before, though. They're like large wolf-like sized dogs with sort of flames in their mouths, and they sort of snort out smoke. And there's also a black cat on the desk as well, sort of walking around. In the in the corner of the room, there's also a closet of some kind, like a clothing closet. There's a broom. There's also a broom that's sweeping itself on the floor nearby, like by itself. It's like sweeping by itself magically. And when you enter the room, the dogs growl. And you hear Mina say something without looking up at you. She says something in a language that you actually understand now. And she says, "No, bad." And
growling back at them.
and she sort of looks up at you, and she's surprised, and she's like, "Sister? Did not expect you here."
I said, oh my god, what's happened to you?
What do you mean? What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
She'll like shut the book and fold her arms, and she'll stand up and she'll say, "Well, I'm on some wizardly business."
You do realize that, you're talking awfully cordial for someone who's tried to kill us in the past.
Oh, please, let it go. Besides, wait, is this all of you? What happened to the others?
Not important. Anyways.
Okay.
So, I'm sorry. Let it go. You shot lightning bolts at me!
Claire,
I
talk to her sister.
Mina, I said, Mina, I haven't been able to have an actual conversation with you since you ran away. What
Yeah.
happened? Why did you run away? Why won't you talk to me? Why won't you talk to any of the family?
She sort of lets out a sigh. She says, "Well, I think it'd be easier to show you." Glare, as you look around the room, you see that there are sigils upon sigils of glyphs sort of on the walls, on the floor, on the ceiling, of arcane runes all around this room. And there's a lot of magical shit in here with your detect magic still up. And you watch as Mina reaches into a black bag at her side and grabs a handful of shiny green powder. She chants an arcane incantation and throws this shiny dust into the air, and they form these intricate constellations and arcane runes as the room turns black. And you see all these beautiful constellations. You all find yourselves suddenly sitting at a long wooden table in a room that some of you recognize. This is Xena's home, the palace in the kingdom of the Misty Forest. And sitting at the table are Xena's mother, father, and her older brother, along with other elven figures whose features are somewhat blurry and obscured. And they begin to have a conversation with each other that's sort of echoey in nature. And one of the unknown figures' voices says, "This is an absolute disaster. The people will not stand for us harboring the progeny of the Emerald Assassin herself. Meanwhile, the King Melendrock, sits in his royal gown, and he's got these antlers on a helmet that he's wearing, and he's just sitting there in reflection and consideration with his hands together. And Alagarthus, who's Xena's brother, says to the father, and he's sort of wearing this green armor of some kind, and he says, "Father, is there any other way? Couldn't we raise the child properly? Surely it wouldn't turn evil under a proper upbringing." Another unknown figure sitting at the table says, "Raising a green half-dragon? How preposterous! Those creatures are cunning, wicked, rotten to the core by nature. Allowing it into this world would bring us naught but ruin, not to mention the political ramifications of such a reckless decision." Then another figure, this is Xena's mother, Theala, speaks up, and she says, "Perhaps the child would turn wicked, and perhaps not. The child's future is murky, unable to be seen." Xena's older brother at this point has a pained expression on his face, and he says, "This doesn't sit well with me, but it might be the best path for our people to prevent another terrible tragedy." At that point, Xena's father stands up and he says, "I've made my decision." And then the illusion fades out and out from the black, and you were back in the chamber before.
I say Narenvain had created a baby with the dragon?
Yes.
Why didn't you say something?
Honestly,
I had no idea they kept this from me.
Honestly, I thought you knew.
Why would you think that?
Because you and Alagarthus are close. You and father are close. You and mother are close.
They never told me.
You know, I didn't... Back in Waterdeep, I really needed that gold, you know.
The gold?
But now that Manchun is gone, I sort of cut my ties with the Zentarum for now. I'm just looking for a way to bring him back. You know?
I would give anything to bring him back.
Yes, of course. And you know what? This wizard stuff is really expensive. So, thanks a lot. That 500,000 gold really would have helped.
Once again, lightning bolts.
I don't understand why you tried to kill me and my friends.
Because you all were trying to stop me from getting my brother back.
So Narenvane is more important than your twin sister, is what you're saying.
I wasn't going to kill you.
How do I know that?
I wasn't. Besides, it's all in the past now. Now that Manchun is gone, there's really no point to that avenue. And so I'm exploring a different one. And I'm just here doing research on it.
You're doing research to get him back?
Yes. It's
Wouldn't
gonna
that be
sound crazy.
Chronomancy, would it?
How'd you know that?
What'd Blair say? I
Wouldn't
didn't
that
hear
be
him.
chronomancy, would it?
She'll nod and she'll say, well, perhaps you all aren't as dim-witted as I initially thought.
Hey, I heard those air quotes, asshole.
I just look at Blair like I'm thankful that he knew what she's talking about because I don't know anything about magic stuff.
Time. She's trying to mess with time.
To put it simply,
Oh.
I'd like to go back and stop him from being corrupted in the first place. And she'll turn to Yuzina and she'll say to you, haven't you ever lost someone you dearly loved? Seemingly no way to get them back?
Well, of course, I lost you and Narenvane.
Well, then you understand how I feel.
I always would have understood if you just gave me a chance to talk to you.
Well, here I am. You may not approve of my methods, but I'm doing what I can to survive and keep my family safe.
You have no idea what I've been through this whole time.
She sort of looks at you. Oh, natural 20.
Fuck.
She says, what happened to you?
Well, you never cared before, so how about we just start over?
Okay, sure. I'm Mina.
I don't think she meant that far back.
It being facetious, you cat.
Hey,
A
they're my
boxing, thank
friends.
you.
I say, listen, I can't leave my friends, but I also want to do this. This is very meaningful. I'm not really sure what to do right now.
And what are you doing right now?
I'm just wondering how much Glare would know about time kind of magic.
I tell her the truth because she's my sister. So I just say we are trying to find a city. I don't know the name. I forgot.
The ancient Netherese city of Ythrin.
Yes.
Yeah, that one.
Well, we met one of your colleagues.
Who? She like gets a serious face.
Bellin.
Ugh. She like gets pissed. She slams the table. She's like, "Why are you working with her?"
Because
Well,
the better
she
alternative
actually
is hiding
agreed-
in the bottom of a castle.
She seems to know the lay of the land, and she seems to know everything about getting to the city. She helped us. She helped us get things that we needed to get there. We want to stop this eternal winter. And I wanted to find you. And now I found you.
So you're trying to stop this eternal winter from this honestly quite sad god.
What do you mean, quite sad?
She's pathetic. Why go through all this trouble?
I don't know. Why
What's-
go back in time to stop someone from dying?
Because I actually love that person.
Yeah,
She's a
I do
god.
too. I'm like, hello, I love him too. I look at Glare. I kind of like Glare, like both me and Glare and Glare. It's my
And
brother.
she'll just say, "Look, there may be a way in the city of Ythrin to stop this nonsense going on. I don't care about that. I specifically care only about the arcane secrets within the city, anything I can perhaps learn, any artifacts that I can use to accomplish my goal, whether it be to gain more power or to manipulate the flow of time so that I can save my brother. That's all I care about. If
Well,
you
And
we
if it's
were
so easy
told-
to...
We
Sorry, go
were
ahead.
told that the never-ending winter will expand throughout. It could continue past here, so it will actually affect everywhere.
Be that as it may, it's not my problem. But
It would be, though.
I really doubt it. Anyway, how about this? How about this? How about this? Since you're here, and since all these nitwits in this castle are too useless to do much of anything, why don't we go together?
I mean, I'm willing to go with you because I trust her because she's my sister.
So
I
what
want-
do you know about the enchantments placed on these? Claire will pull out that Charlatan necklace that they had.
She'll say,
This is your work, I'm assuming.
no, not really.
Wait, what?
No. I have no intention of... I simply saw these cultists as an opportunity to get some cheap muscle around here.
So you didn't enchant these necklaces?
No. The legend says that, according to the cultists anyway, that they were all somehow on death's door. They were out in the wilderness, freezing their little booties to death, and when they looked out ahead of them with their dying breaths, they saw this necklace laying in the snow, and when they grabbed it, it protected them long enough to get them to 10 towns. And once they arrived, they started hearing messages from their lord Levistus. If you believe that nonsense, then
No, I
that's what they
haven't.
said.
Yes, I know where the enchantment originally came from now.
So,
Err.
You say they hear Levistus.
yes, that's what they claim. I personally don't care, but yes.
Yes, we know perfectly well what you don't care about now.
Pretty much everything, it seems like.
He's been through a lot.
My only
I
goal is
can
the city of
understand.
Ythrin. And yes, I have. Thank you.
I put my hand up to tell Glare to just let it go and everything, and I look over at Xena and I say, "Whatever you decide, we will follow you." And then I
Well, I
punch
look
Glare in
at
the
Claire.
shoulder.
I'm like, Claire, what do you think? Relvin, what do you think? I mean, the thing is, I don't want to leave you guys, but I also don't want to leave my sister, especially if she's trying to find a way to bring Narenbane back. I would love to have Narenbane back. I don't want anything to happen to my brother.
What she
I'm-
isn't telling you is the inherent risks of messing with time magic.
Well, I don't know anything about magic, but if it means getting my brother back, I'm all for it.
It could change how everything. There's just so many unknowns. We could never have met. We could end up messing with time so much it could end up completely overriding
I
many part of
know.
history.
I know. I deal with this stuff all the time. Been studying magic for 100 years or more at this point.
Oh,
It'll
yeah,
be
well,
okay.
I'm sure, you know.
If you understood it that well, you would have already brought him back.
Listen, the type of magic we're talking about is on the scale that no one has seen before since
Since when this magical city existed, am I
yes,
right?
1,500 years ago, no one has had these secrets. Ever since Mistra's return, we've been unable to even attempt magic at that scale. It's just not allowed. So anything left in those ruins will be absolutely paramount to understanding everything. Just absolutely everything is in that city. I have to go. I'm going with or without you, but I'm just asking if we're all going to the same place anyway, why not work together?
Glare will kind of look at Xena and sigh. Oh, I shall be able to keep an eye on you better if you're in front of me.
Yeah, I just say like I just want to be able to help both my friends and you.
But if I go, which I will, I do have some stipulations.
Oh, of course you do.
Number one, you have to ditch that old bag, Velen. Don't know why you guys are even working with a necromancer, of all things.
We're
Oh
nice
yeah,
with Dell.
working with an evil
Don't really
wizard.
have a lot of options.
Well, they're devils, first of all. Why does everyone always go to demons anyway? They're devils. There's a big difference. Anyway,
Nothing wrong with devils.
they both team up on Glare. The dogs, the hellhounds look up. They're like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with us. What's your problem, man? Yeah.
Shove it.
And she'll just say, you have to break it off with her. First of all, I hate her. Second of all, she's going to try to steal the stuff that I want anyway, and we're just not going to get along. It's going to be a mess. So I'm not saying we have to do anything bad to her. I actually cannot, but I could definitely make her life a lot harder. I just, per the Brotherhood's rules, I'm not going to kill her or anything. Normally I would, but in this case, I'll let it slide. But we just can't bring her with us. It's either me or her, first of all. Second of all, any wizard stuff, I get dibs.
Hey, wait a minute. No,
Wizard stuff, not your stuff. Your stuff is fine.
My stuff could be wizard stuff.
If it overlaps, we'll talk about it. But I'm talking about staffs, I'm talking about spell books. What are you going to do with a spell book?
I would like to read it at least.
I mean, I could use a spell book.
No.
This isn't the point, Jeff.
You know what? If you help us deal with the Frostmaiden, then I'm all for it.
Deal.
Not like I really like trusting the necromancer anyway, so fine.
Besides, I'm better than her anyway.
I just look at my friends and I'm like, look, I know that she's hard to understand. She always was.
Once again, lightning bolt. My fur was singed for a week.
She tried to kill me.
You see sparks go between her fingers. You mean these?
Glare holds up his hand and the gauntlet starts sparking too.
Yeah. I could do that too.
I just say, okay, well then it's settled. Then, Relvin, is there anything you want to say?
I'm not even in there.
Relvin's still a bat outside.
Relvin can't even see what was going on.
I forgot.
Well,
Okay.
could I have heard what was going on?
Yeah, I'll say you heard all that with your big bat ears, and I assume the door's still open. So,
I'll screech. Yeah.
Jeff.
Basically
Jeff understands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll basically say, I don't like it, but I don't see any other options.
Trading one evil wizard for another evil wizard.
I just say, well, I'm just glad to have you back.
She'll just sort of nod and she'll say, likewise. I like your contacts, by the way.
Contacts, she says.
Okay, well then I.
She sort of grins when she says that.
Well, then you'll probably need to know the fact that apparently Valen will know how to get into the city.
Glare will just pull out the book that they grabbed and toss it over to their desk.
That's fine. If she tries to interfere with us, let her try. But as long as we don't actively work with her, then we're fine.
That book is what she discerned was going to be able to get us into the city, so I'm assuming you could tell us what she found in there.
Yeah, and she'll take a look. She'll say, yeah, I know. She looks at it, she says, well, it seems as though this incantation is likely what we need to open the passageway to the glacier. And then this is a spell. Looks to be an evocation spell. Perhaps I could copy it down and try it if you give me some time.
Evocation?
Yeah. I have to study it for a bit.
Glare will look at Xena and kind of shrug.
I mean,
like,
I probably could have figured it out myself too. Just saying.
It'll take her about an hour to do that. What do you guys do in that time? Relvin, are you just gonna stay a bat the whole time, or what?
Is it safe for me to come in?
No, but come in anyways.
Okay.
What would
blown
Mina
by the
say
wind?
to that?
What would who say to that?
Mina would obviously hear Jeff say it, to hear me asking that.
Oh, Mina would say, "Oh right, Xena, try this out. Say Nero.
Nero.
When you say that, the wards all deactivate. Pfft, all the fog goes away. The gust of wind deactivates. The webs disappear.
Wow.
Okay, then I'll come in.
Okay. Yeah, you walk in, no problem. Also, when you say Nero, the cat hops off the desk and begins purring around you.
As soon as I get in there and see the hellhounds, I go. They get a little startled look on my face for a second.
Yes, yeah, no, you'll get used to it dealing with this. In all honesty, I really don't know if they're actually friendly either.
I
I'm just
look at Relvin
assuming.
and I'm like, Relvin, this is my identical twin sister. And she
And
and I
Eladrin?
have. Yes. I look at her
Relbin,
like.
psycho bitch, Relbin.
And then I
Pleasure to
say,
meet you.
She is a lot different than I am, but that's okay. We like our differences.
Ah. She's kind of
Anyway,
an look on his face.
she has agreed to help us find. We know the name of the town.
Ythrin, yeah.
Yes,
City.
Ren.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
I was able to hear.
oh, okay.
During that hour, Glaire's gonna take his armor and start drying it off and using the thermal cube.
Yeah, you're just sort of heating up.
I guess basically just take a short rest.
Okay, yeah, you guys can take a short rest. You gain all the benefits of that. As she finishes copying the book, she says, so this is a spell. I'm going to call it Mina's Frost Fingers. And she'll point her fingers in a direction, and a cone of frost will sort of go out from and sort of strike the wall, and it'll coat the wall in, like, frost.
Yeah. Well, once again, you're not special. Jeff could do that.
He
I
can?
just kind of look at Glare, and I'm just kind of like, not exactly.
It totally can.
Well, it's a cute little spell. It's not exactly what I would call amazing, but I'll take it, I guess. But it doesn't seem to do anything more than just normal cold damage in a cone. Reminds me of Burning Hands. You guys have heard of Burning Hands, I assume?
Yeah, familiar with burning cards. Of course I am.
Uh-huh.
I can see if it's on my spell list. I don't think it is.
It's not on my spell.
Anyway, shall we get going?
Great, yeah. Why not?
She will get up and she will say, she'll walk over to the black cat and she'll say, Nero, stay here. Watch the dogs. You know what to do if the cultists step out of line. And just stick to the plan. I'll be back later. And
What plan would that be?
just what's it to you? Why do you care?
Oh, I don't know. See previous thing about getting struck by lightning last time we met.
They're just gonna stay here and just keep the peace in the town. That's all. Anyway, and she'll go to the closet and she will pick up a broom, and she will pick up a like a man.
No, I'm just kidding.
Not a witch
grabbing
hat. Not a witch hat. Close though. She's gonna grab a mantle, like a black mantle with fur.
Like the picture, kind of, or
Yeah, exactly. Like a fur. Yeah, but like with fur on it. Like she does
Yeah.
kind of look like that. That goes all the way down just to keep herself warm as she goes out. And she's wearing like a black dress with like black boots with like about an 1.5 to 2 inch heel on the boots, and
Yeah.
then this black fur mantle that's keeping her warm. And she'll go with you, and she has a broom.
Lizards.
Yep.
I just got this weird sense of deja vu of that broom being dangerous.
Yes. Yes,
Okay,
in an
well,
alternate universe.
where did we leave Velen to tell her?
She's still back in Bryn Shander.
I was gonna say, we could just not say anything.
I say we don't tell her.
Just, I mean, you want to go back to Bryn Shander just to tell her that?
No.
Nah.
Like I said, she's a necromancer. How good could she be anyway? Second-rate one at that.
Blair's just gonna kind of give an exasperated sigh at this point. Oh, yeah. No, that makes so much sense coming from you.
Hey, at least I'm not a necromancer. Just saying.
Yeah, different levels, I guess, huh?
Hey, it's fine. So yeah, you guys make your way out of the castle. You see, as you pass by, Cardroth is sort of looking over the balcony, and he just like gulps as you all walk by, and Xena just sort of smiles, or sorry, Mina smiles at him, and he just sort of looks terrified and walks back away. And you make your way out of the castle, and yeah. Do you guys want to start
Towards the glacier.
making towards the glacier? All right.
Yeah.
All right, so Mina is with you all. Congratulations. And you begin making this extremely, extremely long journey to the Ragged Glacier. For the sake of time, we're going to fast forward pretty quick. So if there's anything anyone wants to do over the course of, let's say, 6 days or so on your trip.
Well, I want to ask her if she knows what happened to Manshun because Vincent went there with him. And I want to know if she knows anything about that.
She'll say, it's interesting that you're telling me this because I was wondering what had happened myself. From what I could tell before the spell took hold, that man, Vincent, you said, cast a plane shift spell. And I don't know where they went, honestly, but wherever it was, it's probably not good. And the only way back to the prime material would be the same way that you came in, with another plane shift spell. Do you have any ideas where they could have went? I'd like to know. I considered Manshun a mentor.
I say I considered
explains a
Vincent
lot.
a mentor. I said I don't
You
know
two just sort of look
anything
at each other.
God.
I just don't know enough about magic to be able to say that I have any clue. I thought you would know.
I don't know where he would plane shift him to. If you have ideas, I know how to use that spell.
Would I?
You would think he took him to the Nine Hells.
Yeah, we know where
Oh.
Counselor from there.
Okay, well I just say that. I say that then, I guess.
Her eyes widen. She's like, "What? Why in the? Oh my goodness!" And so she sort of like looks like has a pained look on her face. She says, "First of all, I strongly discourage going there. First of all, I mean literally, it's called the Nine Hells. There's a reason for it. Second of all, you would need a tuning fork attuned to the essence of that plane to be able to go there.
I
Oh,
have one.
fuck.
I don't have. Wait, what?
Don't I have? Didn't he have one at the house?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Do you
Right?
show it to her? Yeah.
No. I just say that I have one. I don't show it to her.
She says, "How the heck? Where did you get that?"
It doesn't matter.
Well, with that, yeah, you could go there.
Well, maybe once we're all done with this, then we can look for him.
Gee, it's like somebody said that just a few days ago.
Okay, well, how about this? If we accomplish my goal and we manage to figure out what's going on in this city, I'll be happy to do that. But I'm... this is gonna be fun.
If you're telling me.
Okay, well, let's think about that later. Anything else you guys want to do as you're making your way?
I want to fish.
Fish? Okay.
Claire
Go.
is keeping a very close eye on me.
Okay, yeah. Keep an eye on Mina, make a perception check. You make a strength check for fishing.
And I'm gonna do my usual gather supplies thing.
Go for it. Make
this-
make four survival checks. This is a long journey.
Is the strength check the same as the saving throw that I clicked?
Fuck.
It should be the same, yeah. Oh wow, yeah, Relbin, you find a lot. Yeah, you're fine, Xena. You catch another fish from the water. You have another. I'll say, make Make like 2 more of those, Xena. Jeff, you make the most beautiful puffer thing.
Puffer thing.
Yeah, you make a beautiful. Well, what are you trying to make with your smoke this time?
Oh, just like a
Hey,
big
floating
ass
through the
freaking
sky.
like just huge like
dragon.
grand ship. Oh, dragon. That's a good idea. I make a dragon.
Like
A
an
big white
oriental
dragon that wants to fucking kill us all.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a good idea.
You make a big ass white dragon made of smoke, and you shoot it towards Glare. Glare, you see a smoke dragon coming at you.
I saw that.
Xena is struggling with the fish.
Glare will help her.
Okay, with Glare's help, Xena, you manage to not fall in the water while fishing, and I'll say you get 3 fish, and so yeah, you succeed. By the way, Relvin, on all yours, you find 3 mort flesh powder. Let me
Ooh, don't have that one.
let me paste that in here. So you get 3 of those. And you get 4 wild sage root, which you have.
One sec, do we?
Yeah, you've gotten wild sage root before. Should have.
Sage root, yes. Okay.
Yeah. And you get 1 worm tongue petals. Just 1, unfortunately, that time. And sorry, let me know when you're good.
Yep, I'm good.
And then 3 Fiend's Ivy.
Fiend's Ivy. That's another new one.
Yeah, so the 2 that you don't know are the Fiend's Ivy and the Mort Flesh Powder. The Fiend's Ivy... Jesus, what can that be used for? It's a very rare ingredient. It can be mixed with the elemental water.
What?
To make a
You
potion.
cut out.
Sorry. It's a rare ingredient that can be used with the elemental water to make a potion of some kind. You're not sure what.
What the hell? I'm apparently not paying enough attention to Mina. I might try to use some Fiend. That's the Fiend's Ivy, or is that the Mort Flesh Powder?
Both of them actually are elemental water ingredients. They're very rare. The Fiend's Ivy is rare, and the Mort Flesh Powder is very rare. And difficult.
What the hell?
Difficult to work.
I'll try
with.
to make one of each.
Okay. Make a
I need guidance him.
alchemist check, guidance on both. Okay. So you get 1d4 on these. As you try to make this. Okay.
Oh damn.
Damn. Okay, so the first one, which is the Fiend's Ivy, succeeds. You create a potion of mind reading.
Oh shit.
My
Yep.
Oh, that'll be useful for something.
Yeah.
Yep. And you want to do the other roll? This is pretty more
yes.
flesh. Okay.
I will use Flash of Genius.
Okay, that's just barely enough to get you over the hump. You create a potion of longevity. Which
That one I'm not as familiar with.
I think it actually makes you younger. If you drink it. Yeah. You could become a wee little lad again. Okay.
Oh, great. No, that's exactly what Glare wants. Totally.
Yes. All right. So you all make your way through the snow, all the way to the Ragged Glacier. So if you would all please turn your eyes to the northwest corner here. I'm gonna draw a shape on where you are. You're up there. Does everyone see that?
Sorry, I'm just dealing with numbers. One
Oh,
sec.
you're fine. Yeah, so you're up in the northwest there. And as you get close, you're about probably half a mile away from the glacier, and it's sort of towering above you. And Relbin, as you're approaching it and you're like half a mile out, you're looking at it, you're like, man, this is the thing that I saw in the dream. Like, this really looks very similar. As you are arriving, though, there's this like frozen lake, right, or a frozen river, as the Ragged Glacier is sort of hundreds of feet into the sky above you. This thing is enormous. As you begin crossing this lake to get closer to the glacier, you see about 36 figures, roughly about, like, rise out of the snow. And they all look at you. And I'm going to move you all to a map.
Oh, good.
You said 3 dozen?
Roughly. I'm just estimating because it's a lot, and I don't feel like doing the math right now.
Okay, I'm back. I went to the bathroom.
Yeah. And as you arrive, you recognize a couple of them. You see the woman that you saw before when you were doing the trials at Aurel's abode, and she's wearing the tiger pelts and stuff like that. And next to her is a saber-toothed tiger, and all these hunters like rise up from around them.
Up.
And there's also a large man, who's like bearing his chest somehow in this freezing cold, and he's got a shield and a spear. He looks like a very well-trained warrior. And they all rise up out of the snow, and she says, "You who have stolen from the Frost Maiden herself, prepare to die." And everyone roll initiative.
She blessed us, you idiot!
We did take her book.
Yeah.
God damn, I'm always last.
I'll take the 15, please, Perry.
Oh, let me get Mina as well. I wasn't sure if she'd be here or not. So.
About Xena going last.
I don't see Jeff's yet, so you could still be ahead of him.
Oh my god.
Oh shit, I gotta update her.
Nope, never mind.
Hold on, that light's really gonna bother me. One sec.
Nope, Jeff's going first.
Okay, one sec, sorry.
Eldritch Blast!
Okay, it's so much better. Okay.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, that's a lot of fucking little warrior bitches.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. Alright, time for me to roll initiative.
Oh,
Mina.
oh my.
He said 3 dozen.
There's a lot.
Cool, alright, time to die. Yep.
Alright, and let me bring up the initiative order. I need to do something for these hunters. Okay, oh wow, they actually rolled high, but I need to add a new label for hunters.
You said this is the tribe or something?
It's the Tiger Tribe.
Oh.
Alright. Remember when you met them before, they were like the ones that were very aggressive, and they were wearing tiger pelts, and they seemed to be worshippers of Aurel the Frost Maiden. And so Mina is the first to go, and she just sort of looks at them, and she's like, "Who the hell are these idiots?"
No one important.
Okay, well, here we go, I guess. And she will get on her broom, and she'll fly into the air on her broom.
Oh, fuck you!
Yeah. And she will, let's see, she has like 60 feet of movement with that, right? So she goes right over here.
Starting to wish I prepped wildfire.
And she'll say, you'll watch as in her hands they'll begin to crackle with lightning, and she'll shoot a lightning bolt straight down the line of one of these groups of people.
I remember what that fucking thing looks
Yeah,
like.
no, Glare kind of involuntarily flinches.
Yeah, and she'll sort of look over to you, Glare, and she'll be like, "You mean like this?" And all these people begin to scream, "Ah!" as the lightning just carves through every single one of them. And they all need to make dex saves. They're probably all...
Jesus Christ.
They're not gonna fucking... This is a lot of dice. I'm just gonna roll once for...
Yeah,
I'll just roll once for all of them. It's a lot. So, okay. 8d6.
Holy fuck.
Lightning bolt.
They all just get incinerated. The whole way down, they're all dead. As you watch as when the lightning bolt arcs between them, it's like forming these constellations of stars as it sort of shoots through all of them. So all these jackasses are dead. Also, it lights this tree over here on fire. I'm just gonna get a fire real quick. One sec. Here you go. This is kind of a cool looking thing. This sort of lights this tree over here on fire.
Yay.
And we'll say it's like kind of spreading like to this log. It's like growing. Okay. And then
cool. It's moving.
And then with the rest of her movement, she's gonna fly 5, 10. Well, 5, 10, 15. She'll just be right here in the middle of all these people, and she'll just stand there and she'll just sort of look around to them, and they'll all turn their spears to her, and she's just like, "Really?" And that's it for her.
Oh god.
Now it's all their turns. So all the
Wow, they rolled higher than 20?
They rolled a 20, all these guys. So here we go. I'm gonna make a bunch of attack rolls here. I'm gonna try to be quick. So I'm gonna say, for the purposes of this, that all 4 of these guys are gonna go and try to hit Mina with a spear.
Okay.
One misses wildly. The second misses wildly. The third one. The third hunter sort of grabs her spear and pierces at Mina, but like, he like when he tries to hit, it's like it looks like he strikes her, but she wasn't in the spot where he poked. Like there's some sort of magic that's like is like messing with his vision or something. And the other one's gonna try once more, miss as well. So Mina's just sort of standing there like dodging a little bit. And their spears seem to like be missing her narrowly for some reason. They're having trouble hitting her.
Oh, come on! You guys are better than that, aren't you?
Yeah, they're just.
I mean, oh no, she's in trouble.
Yeah. The other ones are gonna move up 30 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me measure this out. Okay. So these 2 are gonna surround you, Glare. This guy is gonna move all the way down here, but not do anything. These guys are gonna move. I'm just being approximate, guys. I just don't feel like measuring all this out. But they're all just gonna begin to try to surround you as best they can. One of them is gonna throw a spear at you, Xena.
Okay.
Why didn't it roll? It misses you wildly as they throw the spear. We'll say 2 more of them move down and throw spears at you, Xena. Does 19 hit?
My armor class is 19.
So it hits, but you can use your reaction if you'd like to.
Oh,
Okay.
you threw it?
Yeah, you threw it.
It's
Yeah,
a projectile, yeah.
I can do the,
Okay.
I'm trying to read it. To deflect it, when you do the damage you take from the attack is reduced by 1d10 plus 11. So let me roll that.
Okay. Don't bother. You catch it midair.
Okay.
And not a problem.
It says that if I reduce it to 0, then I can spend a key point to make a ranged attack against that person.
You can if you'd like, yeah.
Nah, it's okay.
Okay. Yeah, so you just catch it and you just sort of look at it and then drop it to the ground. These 2 will move up and they'll throw spears at Relbin.
Eep.
But they both have trouble piercing your serpent skin armor. They go in your chest, but they just sort of drop and fall off. And then this guy is going to move 60 feet roughly to get to about there. Okay. Sorry, I'm doing a bit of liberties here with how we're doing
the combat.
The combat. Just to speed it up. Jeff, it's your turn.
Alright, so I whip my sword out, and I yell at Xena, "Can't let your sister outdo us now, can we?" And I sprint, like, crazily, like everyone's gonna like, what the fuck is he doing? I like sprint, like bob and weave through these guys all the way to the center, right here.
You will trigger one opportunity attack, or actually two opportunity attacks doing that, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll take them.
Go for it. All right.
And then when I get to this point, I just stab my sword to the ground, and I smirk at all the guys that are around me, and I ice step back over to this direction.
Nice. So you do take. What's your armor class?
19.
Okay, so it does hit one of them for 1d6 plus. Oh, actually, shit, it was a melee, so it's a little more, I think. 1d8 plus 1. Sorry. You take 2 points of damage. He rolled a natural 1 on the die.
Doesn't even go through the temp hits.
Yeah, stabs you in the leg, and you're fine. So yeah, all 4 of these guys, or 5. It's 10 feet of you, right?
Yeah, it's 10 feet, so I think I can catch all of them from that point. So it's 10.
Yeah.
10,
all 5
10,
of these.
Yeah, so all 5 of these guys right here.
Yeah. So they need to make Constitution saves, right?
Yeah, it's 18.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the damage dice for that. While I do this, I'm gonna do one roll for all of them because I don't feel like bothering. They failed.
Yeah.
They failed, by the way. So. What?
Oh.
Okay.
Wait. Hold on a minute.
It's only 3d10. Remember, your spell slot's like level 4 now, so it would be.
Yeah.
What is it?
Oh, no, it's 40-10. Haha, so I need to roll another d10.
4d10?
4d10. That's a lot.
Go ahead and roll another d10.
Yeah.
Okay. That's just enough to kill them all.
Oh, shit.
So.
And when that happens,
Mhm.
I raise my specter from one of them. The closest one to me.
Alright, so this dude dies. Dead, and let's go get your specter. Okay, the specter we'll say raises over here, roughly. Okay, and we'll say we'll say he goes on your.
Yeah, on the next turn. Or this turn.
Next turn, we'll say. Next turn.
Okay.
Okay. So is that it for your turn?
Yeah, for now. That's it.
So these icicles sort of fly out as Jeff takes a big step, and you watch as the frozen river around it like forms these spikes near his feet, and it just juts out and stabs all 5 of them. They all go ah! All 5 of these like pretty strong hunters die compared to normal people anyway.
By the way, it took the 4 for my initiative because that was what was rolled second, I'm assuming.
So what is your actual initiative?
15.
Sorry, my bad.
No, that's fine. I just noticed it.
Put you up here, then you're gonna go after this big dude.
Yeah.
So you watch as this big, beefy motherfucker is gonna charge you, glare, ah! And he'll sort of walk around. He'll get between you and Xena, and the first thing he's gonna do is he's gonna shield bash you with his shield.
Okay.
One sec.
Is that a stink saving check on that, or?
Yeah, hold on. Let me double check the ability. Okay, I was just gonna see. I don't think he has pack tactics. The shield bash misses. He's gonna try again. Ugh. He misses 3 times in a row. He's trying to like knock you back with the shield, but you're just sort of. You have your shield of your own, and you're just sort of clanging shields with this guy.
Party cake, party cake.
Yeah. Okay, so that's his turn. It's your turn, Claire.
Oh, that's interesting.
That like the leader that is between us?
That's not the leader.
Oh.
He's just
Where's
a really
the leader?
strong-looking warrior.
What's the big saber-tooth thing then? Is
That's
that
a that's a kitten. That's a big saber-tooth tiger.
That's a kitten?
It's a big
I
saber-tooth
take
tiger.
a lot of opportunity attacks if I do that. I am going to.
Wait, where? Oh, Relbin's last on this shit. I was like, where's Relbin on here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, we rolled really low.
Hey, Xena,
Yeah?
enlarge.
Yeah!
Okay. Xena, you swell in size as you tower over this man who's this. He's like this bald warrior with like a helmet and these furs, and like he's got his chest bared, and he's like got a spear and a sword. He almost looks like a gladiator from like a Roman gladiator or something in the way that he's dressed, but more nomadic. And you just sort of, your shadow looms over him as you grow to like 12 feet tall. And
That'll be my turn, I guess, because I don't want to take 3 of
Mina will shout out. She's like, I think you're taking the big sister thing a bit too literally.
I just like look back and just laugh.
She'll just sort of grin, and she turns back to the people surrounding her. Anything else with your turn, Glare?
No, I don't really have much I can do on my bonus, so I'll just end my turn.
Okay. Well, this chick is gonna go for the big ass target, which is Xena. So the woman, she looks kind of like this, by the way. The tiger tribe. Oh, they don't have a picture of her. Anyway, she's like a black woman with a shaved head and wearing tiger furs, and she comes at you with a large axe, like roaring out, "Rah!" And she's gonna try to get you with this with her great axe. That's a critical hit.
Yet.
Oh no. Well.
Question.
Yep.
Does lucky work out just on your own rolls or other people's rolls as well?
Other people's as well, but okay, so the first hit,
I can use lucky on other people's rolls?
you can use it on her attack roll if you'd like.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yes.
Okay, well, I'll just do that then.
Okay. So you will make her re-roll the first one, which is probably smart.
Are you sure it's on other people?
You can do it on other people's attack rolls only, so not their saving
Field
throws.
saves or anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she will then re-roll the first attack. She has Pack Tactics. That's another crit.
Jesus!
Okay. Well, actually, wait, no. She doesn't have Pack Tactics. All the other people have Pack Tactics. She doesn't have Pack Tactics. So the second one, what's your AC? 19?
19.
Okay, so the second one just misses, Xena. As you dodge out of the way, but the first strike that she makes is going to hit. So you take... I don't know why it's not auto-rolling, by the way. It says auto-roll, but it doesn't auto-roll. So I'm going to do it manually. So roll...
86?
Wait, what? No, that was Mina before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's lightning bolt.
I'm sorry, I've scrolled up a bit.
And she's going to... You watch as when she attacks you, her axe lights up with this cold aura as she's coming down on you as well. So 1d12 plus 2d10 plus 4. So Xena, you actually feel a bit of fear when you see this giant axe come swinging down, wreathed in this ice coming down on your leg, and you hear Mina go, "Not a chance." And you watch as like these constellations appear in front of you, forming like a barrier, and her axe comes down, and there's cracks formed in the constellation, and Mina just glares at that chick.
She blocks it?
She blocks it.
Oh my god.
I mean, your sister's a badass. She was already pretty high level when we fought her in freaking Waterdeep.
Yeah.
That's it for that person's turn.
Oh wait, I take 21, right?
You take no damage.
Oh, really?
That attack was blocked by the constellations that appeared.
Okay.
Like a shield, basically.
Yeah.
The tiger is its turn. It's going to run up and try to attack you, Xena,
Okay.
since you're the biggest target.
Yeah.
It's going to try to pounce you. It's big. It's just as big as you. It's going to run 20 feet in a line and hits with a claw attack. So let's see
Wish
if
I could ride it.
It misses. So it tries to pounce you, but you sort of dodge out of the way, and it will say it ends up like behind you here as it tried to like rush through you. But yeah, so it doesn't hit its pounce, and now it's your turn, Xena.
I'm going to look at the leader, and I want to cast Blight because I've saved up everything for this.
Okay, so from your hand, you gather all this dark energy, and your tattoo begins to wither down, and you just power it up in this giant beam of light. No somatic or any components required.
Holy!
Just fire out and shoot at her. She needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Ow.
Shit.
Natural 1 on the Constitution save.
Yeah.
So 42 points of damage as you watch as her skin begins to fade in color and sort of begin to wither before your eyes. She is not bloodied though. She's tough as she tries to bears the pain. Ugh! And she just takes it. I don't know if she
So
has...
I can spend a key for patient defense or no? I can't remember.
When you...
When I use Blight?
You can. Yes.
Okay. That's all I can do, I think.
Yes.
Right now. Yeah, because I had cast this spell.
I'll put
Okay,
the
then
blue
that's
dot
fine.
on you to signify. So you, after that, you get down into a dodging stance as you're kind of surrounded by a saber-toothed tiger and 2 pretty strong warriors. Relvin, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna attempt to make your job easier, or this is gonna really suck.
Go for
I
it.
just wanted
Please
to
get rid of as
this
many.
key before I started hitting them.
Oh, I'm not gonna get rid of anything this turn. I'm gonna cast Dominate Beast on the Saber-Toothed Tiger.
Yay! Is that a wisdom saving throw?
Yeah, Wisdom
17.
saving throw. It does have an advantage because we're in combat with it.
Okay. That's still a fail.
Yes.
Yay.
So we're gonna give it a
Kitty
red,
cat.
actually a pink dot. Pink dot. So now the
No,
saber.
I do get to write it. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So the saber-toothed tiger sort of goes. And it just sort of.
I'm gonna walk over to it.
Mm-hmm.
Give it ear scritches.
Yeah. It's happy.
Aw.
It's happy.
And he jumps on it and goes,
And he says,
"Away."
"Food."
Yeah, I'm basically say, protect us from your former masters.
Okay.
And bonus action. I'm going to pop, since I don't think we're gonna be moving around too much. I can pop my unicorn right there.
Okay. And you'll get the unicorn. So you guys watch as these golden lights begin to dance in the spot that Relvin pointed out ahead, and a beautiful unicorn will appear, sort of golden, dancing around in that space. And the aura sort of envelops you all.
Yay.
Okay. And do you want to move or anything, or are you good?
I'm gonna move over here.
Okay. Mina's turn. Mina's going to... How far away is everybody? Okay, 30 feet. Perfect. Mina will sort of turn to you, Xena, and she'll pull out a wand. She'll be like, well, go get him, I guess, sis. She'll spin the wand and she'll point it at you, and you feel your heart begin to beat faster. And you guys walk, and everyone around you seems to like slow down. You're like, why is everyone going so slow? And you are benefiting from the haste spell buff.
What's that mean?
That means, let me read it to you.
I don't know what that means.
It means that you, your speed is doubled, so you can move 100 feet, which is ridiculous. You get a +2 bonus to your AC because you're faster, so you get 21 AC now. You have advantage on dexterity saving throws, and you get an additional attack on your turn. Actually, any action, but you can use it to attack if you want.
Yay. So I could technically hit 5 times.
You
in a
could
row.
if you use flurry of blows. Yeah,
Yeah.
you could
And you get a D4 on top of all of those hits.
Oh my gosh.
because you're big. Yeah. She's like, well, I guess my work here is done. Toodaloo, gentlemen and ladies.
Oh, you get back here!
And she will just sort of, you watch as, with her bonus action, her body begins to like crack, and like lightning begins to wreath around it. And Glare, you're watching this, and you're like not familiar with whatever magic she's doing right now. This seems like she's like hacking or something. You don't know what's going on. And she transforms into like lightning herself and the constellations, and she zips over about right here behind Jeff, out of the way of those people. And that's it for her turn.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. I mean, I could probably do it if I tried.
Yeah. The hunters are all gonna swarm on Jeff. All these guys over here, because you're the closest target.
Oh no.
Let's fucking go. You guys are gonna regret this.
One of them will go to Xena, and we'll say these two are gonna move down and try to throw spears at Mina. Okay, so let me just do all the manner of attack rolls for them. Okay, we'll do the ones on Jeff first. Miss. Oh, actually, that hits. Wait, no. What's your AC now? Is it 19? Oh, misses.
Yeah, it's
thanks
19
to
now.
the thanks
one
to the
plus one.
enchantment that Glare
Thanks,
made.
Claire.
2 more though.
I don't know what you're talking about.
One does hit you. One does manage to hit you. For total 1d8 plus 1. So your armor blocks a lot of these. But you do take 6 points of damage as one of them gets you in the chest there, Jeff.
Oh shit! I forgot to put my 10 bonus points for the damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. It's not big.
The other ones will shoot spears at Mina. They both miss as they're still having trouble connecting with her. They're like, something is not allowing them to connect to her very well and throwing off their aim. Then Xena, one of them is gonna go for you, but you have patient defense up, so they miss wildly.
Flare or no, hey, sorry.
Yeah, this one is gonna move up to Glare. Actually, they're all gonna surround Glare. Glare, you're gonna take 5 of these guys,
Yep.
but you probably gonna be fine unless
Still might have to take
20 does not hit, right?
I think it just hits.
20 hits. Okay, so 20.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 20 hits.
So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, so 2 crits on you and 1 hit.
Are you fucking kidding?
They get pack tactics. So that's 2d8 plus 1 plus 1. I'm just gonna roll it all. 2d8 plus 2d8 plus 1d8 plus 1 plus 3. Let's do it all at once. 23 points of damage as you're being speared down by all these people.
So how many hits?
3 hits. 2 are crits. 1 is just a regular. As they're sort of poking you down, but it's 23 points total for all.
Yeah, that means I have to roll 3 Constitution saves.
Yeah. Make 3 Constitution saves to see if Xena can stay big.
All right.
DC is 10. Success. Success. So look at you! So you're just bearing all these hits, taking all these Constitution hits.
Got tickled.
Awesome. That's it for their turns. Jeff, you're up. So you're surrounded by these assholes. Xena's nearby. She's huge. Mina's behind you.
Alright. Moment of truth. So, like, I see everybody around me, and I see what's going on, and, like, I am, like, raging, pissed off, just, like, angry at this Oriel, and I just well up inside of me, and this shadowy ball appears in my hand, and I just grip it and just slam it into the ground, and I use Summon Shadow Spawn.
Oh my god. What?
That
Oh
do?
my god. So this, you guys watch as this fucking creepy ass creature bursts from the ice below, apparates this like almost shadowy, like necrotic ghost being, and it looks like this. Appears right here. You see that thing? Here, let me
Yes,
blow.
I do.
Let me blow it up for you guys so you can see it even better.
Oh, damn.
That's
but
better.
It's not
I
actually
can
that.
see it better though.
It's not actually that big though, so
Aw.
I can't make it that big.
Too small.
Yeah, but I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like.
Okay.
All right. So it appears there, and so go ahead and do whatever you're gonna do.
Alright, he's just gonna turn, and he's gonna swipe the one right in front of him.
This time its claws elongate. This thing's claws look like massive, and it's just gonna jab it and try to jab it into this guy, right into its gut. So go ahead and make an attack roll. That unfortunately does not hit. That just barely hits.
Fuck.
Okay, and it just eviscerates that one hunter. He just screams out in pain as he's just eviscerated. His guts sort of fall out onto the ice.
And then I'm just gonna have my Spectre attack the one that he's right beside.
And Mina's just gonna say, "What is with all these necromancers you guys have with you?"
I just turn around and flip her off and go back to what I was doing.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll. Misses, unfortunately.
And he doesn't get those attacks, so he just misses.
Alright, it's time for the Great Warrior's turn. He's gonna try to knock Glare down. We'll see if that works for him. Probably not, but we'll see. That does actually work. Hey, finally. So Glare, he sort of bashes you with the shield. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Ah.
2d4 plus 4. Yeah, you fail. So you're knocked prone as he sort of bashes you onto the ground with a pretty big force. 2d4 plus 4. You take 9 points of damage from that. So yeah,
I still maintain.
You're still maintaining on that concentration, and he's gonna try to hit you with 2 more spear attacks, one-handed. Hit. He gets advantage because you're prone. So you take another 46 plus 8.
I can change.
31 points of damage, Glare.
Oh my god.
He's like stabbing down into you with that spear.
Okay.
Xena, you watch Glare's looking hurt.
I am bloodied. I need to make another Constitution. 2 more, eh?
2 more, yeah.
Oof.
Good. Good. You're safe. You're really good at that. Do you have proficiency? You must have proficiency.
I have proficiency in Constitution.
Okay. Go ahead. Your turn is up, Glare.
All right. I stand up.
Okay, you sort of pick yourself up off the ground.
Let's see. How pissed off am I right now?
Poor Glare is surrounded.
Yeah, poor Glare.
Are you doing okay over there, kitty cat?
Going fine. Piss off. Do I do that? Yeah, you're good for health right now, right, Saturn?
Yeah, I'm full health. Because she blocked that one thing.
Okay. You know what? What save is it? Yeah, no.
As soon as it's my turn, I can actually hit things, but I'm like
I know.
second to last.
I know.
All right, let's do it.
Watch out for concentration.
I know.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna be up in like 3 turns or whatever.
Yeah.
You get an advantage on. Does she get an advantage on con saves right now at all, or?
No.
No. Damn.
Just strength. Strength, I think. She has Dex as well because she's fast. Yeah, Dex.
Yeah, I know. I'd be hitting con if I do that.
I have a +2 to con.
Fuck. I might as well try it, I guess, as you see part of Glare's armor kinda rotate up his arm and attach to his hammer as he just slams the hammer into the ground.
Shatter. Ooh. Wait.
What's it do?
This is about to be really sick.
Everyone around me, a 10-foot radius, has to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'll say not just that. Since you are hitting the ice below, make an attack roll as well.
Attack with Fragrack?
Yeah. Okay. Alright, so we'll say as part of this, since you're casting Shatter on Ice River, you break the ice with Fragrack. And you cast
Glare just
Shatter.
lets out this guttural just roar and just smashes the
Yeah,
hammer
you
down.
smash right through the ice, and all these motherfuckers are going to make a Constitution save.
Can I use Lucky to roll again?
I will use my reaction. Oh wait, that won't help you.
You can,
He's
yeah.
lucky.
Yeah, you can. That's a lot better. So, yeah, you take half damage from that, Xena, so you take only 7 points of damage.
I haven't rolled damage, have I?
Oh, I thought you did. It says 15.
It's 3d8. That's the save. Oh no, that is.
Oh,
The
it
damage.
says the damage,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
So, yeah, so all these people, they sort of burst into,
How
like,
much
guts and blood.
7.
7 points. So all these people are dead. This guy, he saves, but he is in the water right now.
Yay!
As the water bursts, so you, Glare, and this guy near you are in the water.
Oh
You're
my god, they're water fighting.
yeah, you're not as affected by it. It's gonna be hard to use your weapon here, but you're not affected by the cold. He, however,
That would also hit the saber-tooth tiger and this guy here too.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me make another con save for him first for the water. He's fine. He's a tough guy. All right. So then the tiger is gonna need to make a con save, and the dude up. Which one?
This guy here is within 10.
North of Xena. Okay. What's your DC?
15.
Okay, that's a fail. Okay.
Wait, I only cast one level 4 spell today.
Okay. So then, and the tiger failed as well. Is there anything with the charm if they get hurt?
Let me see.
What does it do?
I'm trying to see if the saber-tooth tiger gets broken out.
Looking, basically. Okay, I can use my action to. Each time it makes a new wisdom saving throw against the
Okay.
spell.
Yeah, I was worried about that.
Okay, so we'll see if the tiger breaks out of it. It doesn't have advantage, right? Just another wisdom save.
Just a straight wisdom save.
Okay, yeah, it's still fine. It's still under
Yeah.
your control. Okay, Glare, do you want to move or anything? Well, you already used half your movement
I'll
to
move.
stand.
Well, he'll
Yeah,
get an
I'll move there.
opportunity attack, right? Yeah.
No,
you can,
not if I move there.
You can swim up. So that whole blue outline is, we'll say,
Ice.
water right now. Yeah.
Okay.
The chick in front of you, Xena, is gonna try to go for you.
Okay.
Disadvantage.
She has, she has disadvantage for a wide variety of reasons. So,
Oh, I don't have to do that then. Never mind.
yeah. So first one is a miss, as you're too quick. Even with disadvantage, she rolled a 20, but Xena's AC right now is 21 with the haste. So Xena, you just dodge out of the way, even though she's coming at you with pretty good swings. Second is gonna hit, however, and she's gonna do another 1d12 plus 4. Actually, wait. Disadvantage because you have patient defense. Hold on. It's another 20, which misses by 1 because of haste.
Jesus.
So you're sort of dodging and weaving super fast because she's unable to hit. She's getting near you, like really close. Clearly a
Yeah.
capable warrior. These are very precise hits, but you're just too fast, even though you're large. But with patient defense and the haste, it's too much. The tiger is going to try to pounce one of these motherfuckers.
The Great Warrior next to it.
Probably not. It's in the water.
It's in the water. I think the cat's
Alright.
gonna charge this dude way off over here and just fucking try to fucking
Ow!
pounce his ass. Let's see what it rolls. 20. Yeah, it's gonna hit. So 2d6 plus 5. So you. Oh my god. Oh yeah. The tiger just sort of dashes across the snow, pounces on top of him, roars, rips the person's head off. You hear them scream, "Ah!" And blood just sort of splatters across the fucking thing. And the cat sort of skids across the ice to a stop. Okay. Xena, it's finally your turn. Congratulations.
No, after all these years.
Yes.
I'm gonna try to hit the warrior with unarmed strikes, and I'm gonna spend a key to use flurry of blows too.
All right, roll.
5.
So okay, so this is one. Yeah.
I'll just do it one at a time.
one at a time. But you have an extra D4 on each one. Remember, and your new is 1d6 plus 5. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
So it would be roll 1d6 plus 5 plus 4.
Plus 1d4 for each
Plus
hit.
3.
Yeah, and I would just copy that because you're gonna have to paste that. Yeah. So that hits. You punch once into the water below, creating a big splash as you're just beating on this.
Leader.
The one with the axe, I'm assuming.
The one with
Not
the X. Oh, on the leader?
This is the one that I was hitting with light.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That hits then still. Yeah, you're fine. 10 points of damage as you punch her right in the face with your huge fist.
Alright.
Like bigger than her head, basically. Second one is a hit as well. As you just beating into her. And you guys watch, like, the flurry of these blows is just, like, incredibly fast coming from this huge Xena. And they're just being pummeled. And, yeah, that hits as well. This time you, like...
11?
Yeah, I got the 11. 8 points of damage. Okay, still, you're using Flurry of Blows?
Yeah, this is the fourth one.
Yeah, that hits.
And
Go ahead and roll
fourth
damage.
one
Just barely, but 13 points. You kick her with your large leg, almost tree sized. Last hit. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage. How do you want to do this?
I just like go boom, and then like I just like punch her down into the ice.
Breaks the ice. Her body falls lifeless. Drops her axe into the water as it sort of sinks to the bottom of the river. She's dead.
So that's all I can do, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could move, but they could hit you.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll stay.
Okay. And Mina was like, impressive. Relvin, you're up.
Okay, first up, I'm going to produce flame on this guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage. He's dead. As you sort of produce this flame in your hand, lob it over the air, and just burn him. Ah! Screams as he burns to death. He's dead.
Alright. Bonus action, I'm going to level 1 healing word glare.
Okay.
Yay.
So glare, you get some heals.
Oh, I didn't mean to hit second level. But you know what?
It would just be subtract 3, so 8.
Yeah, 3. So 8. Got it.
8 plus another 8.
Yep, from the unicorn.
Xena can get a heal from that too, then, can't she?
Yeah, but is
She hasn't been
hurt?
touched.
I thought she'd
Yeah,
been hit by. She took 7. Oh no,
it
you.
was the morning blessing thing,
I
whatever.
forgot. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you're the one who was missing health in the aura.
All right.
Alright, it's Mina's turn. She's just gonna be like,
Missing health? No, he does the aura.
Mina's gonna be like, well, no need to waste any more resources. And you watch as she pulls out her hand and the sparks begin to go between her fingers. And she points at the target in front of you, Xena, and a ball appears, this ball of lightning, and shoots out and strikes them in the chest, knocks them back, and they die as they're electrocuted. Just as the ball explodes on them. That's it for her turn. And she's going to move back 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, roughly back here. Okay. It's the hunter's turn now. 3 of them are on you, Jeff. They're going to attempt to hit you. Miss, miss, miss. So, Jeff, you're just sort of like dodging out of the way of all these spears. Yeah.
Oh, a bunch of bitches. Your people are dead. Just quit.
Yeah, exactly. That's it for them, and it's your turn.
Okay, now that I'm finally wound up and everything's dead. So, yeah, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
Just, you know,
Eldritch Blast.
Blast!
I'll say you're going to go for the guy in the water, since the others would give you disadvantage, right?
Oh shit, yeah. That's well.
You don't have to. You can take the disadvantage. They're not heavily armored. You might still hit. You also have green flame blade.
Actually. I'm actually gonna have a little fun with it. I'm going to cast poison spray.
Okay.
I didn't even know you had.
How does that work? Is that a con save on?
Yeah, it's a con 18, and they take 2d12 if they fail.
All three of them?
It's just one, I think.
The one in front of you? Okay. Con.
Yeah. Toward a creature you can see within range of projectile. Yeah, it's just one.
Yeah,
Guy.
he fails. How much? Go ahead and roll damage.
It's a 2d12.
Okay.
Damn.
All right. You sort of like from your sword. I'll say you just sort of slash upwards, and this like green spray of poison goes into their face, and he inhales it, and begins coughing, choking, and he dies. Like as he sort of chokes on this poison, falls to the ground.
Okay, and then I guess. Oh shit! Why are they
I
linked?
think you
now?
selected them both.
Yeah, that was weird. Okay, anyway, so first have the Spectre attack the one in front of it.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Alright, the Shadow Pawn gonna hit the one below.
Missed.
That's
The
right
other
beside
Spectre
me.
did. Damn.
God damn!
Whoa. That hits though. Barely. Yeah. So the shadow spawn from underneath eviscerates the guy from the bottom. Sort of pulls his entrails out with the giant shadow claw.
My little minions are not rolling well tonight.
Is that it for your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. The Great Warrior is gonna get himself out of the water.
That's an opportunity attack though. Then disadvantage, I'm assuming.
He's
Or
not
what,
really
is
leaving
in
her
water?
space.
Mine though.
Oh yeah, yours. Yeah, it does. Yeah, we'll say you do have that, but with disadvantage because you're in water.
Yep, that's fair.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not gonna take it.
Okay. He's gonna try to. Can he even knock you down? I don't think so. I think it says medium or smaller, so no, he cannot. So he's not even gonna bother shield bashing you, Xena. He's just gonna go straight for trying to spear you in the legs. Miss. Miss. Last one hits. Even through the haste. 2d6 plus... 2d6 plus 4. And at that point, Mina, you'll watch as the constellations appear again around your leg. This time the barrier looks really close to breaking at this point, and Mina just sort of...
Oh sure, she gets a barrier.
Yeah, the barrier does look weakened now. The constellations on it are sort of like sparking out and it's cracked. But
Yeah.
it disappears as soon as it's gone. Alright. That's it for his turn. Glare, you're up.
Did I not take the right one? Hang on. I am going to... I selected the wrong one. That was supposed to be Lightning Lash. What's the range on it? Lightning Lure, sorry. 15 foot. Perfect. Glare pulls himself out of the water there.
Mm-hmm.
And... Sec. Sorry, this is apparently the wrong. I selected the wrong
You're
one.
fine. Strength saving throw. Okay, so you are sort of what, lashing out like a lightning whip at him and trying to pull
You
him
create
in?
a lash of lightning energy that strikes one creature of your choice you can see within 15 feet of you.
Alright, he succeeds though. So you try to pull him in, but he sort of holds his ground.
I am upset.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But does he take the 7 or is it
No, it's only if he gets within a certain range of me.
got it. Okay.
Alright,
So he's fine.
I'll come over here beside Jeff. How's it doing, buddy?
Okay. The kitty cat will try to attack this guy.
The kitty cat! Meow meow meow!
Yeah, it's gonna try to bite the shit out of this guy. Or claw him actually. Claw does more damage. Yeah, that hits. So 2d6 plus 5.
Damn.
It's a saber-toothed tiger. It kills him. Just eviscerates this guy. Slashes him in two. Just ripping him to ribbons, basically. Alright, Xena, it's your turn. Big dude is before you with a shield.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to hit him.
Go for it.
Okay.
Misses as fortunately as you
Can I roll
block.
lucky?
Yeah. How many luckies have you used?
This is the last one.
Okay.
Because I used to.
Okay. Yeah, you can. That hits.
Yay!
Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh. What was it? 1d6 plus 5 plus 1d4? Or what was it? What was the last one?
1d6 plus 1d4 plus 5. I know, it's a lot.
Wait, I have 1d6 plus 5 plus 1d4.
Yeah. That's fine.
That's
it's
right.
the same thing.
Okay.
Same calculation. You punch down with great strength. The first blow, he takes it. Second one hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Just barely.
Yay. So
So you're just pummeling him. So you're beating down on him with your fists. But he's a hardened warrior. Yep, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, I also want to spend key to do stunning strike.
Okay.
So
I will make him make a Constitution saving throw. Fail.
okay, cool.
Thanks to your higher DC now, he is stunned. So he seizes up with that last punch. And his body sort of tenses.
That was the third one too. So now this is the fourth one.
Yep. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Good lord.
And the fifth one.
Are you
So
doing
that's
flurry of
another
blows
key.
too?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. She's going Nova. She's going Nova on this guy. It's haste and enlarge. I mean, it's a lot.
That was the damage. So then this is the fifth one.
You punch with such force that you were breaking bones here.
I didn't get it.
The last one misses.
But I have advantage, but I don't know if it's still too low.
It's still not. It's still too low.
Okay.
The last one, he just barely manages to sort of
Damn.
get out of the way, or like just move just an inch enough to where you strike his shield. He's just like running on instinct here.
Damn it.
But yeah, no, he's looking bloodied at this point, very hurt.
Okay.
Relbin, you're up. Oh, sorry, what?
And stunned.
And he's stunned. Yes. Relbin, you're up.
Well, good old-fashioned produce flame.
Go for it. You have advantage because he's stunned. Yep, that hits. But just in
Think I
case,
get the
just
crit?
in case,
Oh!
you do get the crit. Hey! So because he's frozen still, you throw it right in his fucking face. This giant produce flame. Go ahead and roll double dice. 15 points of damage as you sear his flesh and he howls out in pain. Ah! All right. Anything else?
No.
All right. Mina is gonna shoot another ball lightning at him. She has advantage. He takes 12 points of lightning damage as she shoots a ball lightning right into his back. Scorches against his back. The hunters are dead. Jeff, it's your turn.
Oh, it's just the one dude left, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Alright, we're gonna gain.
Danny, you get advantage because he's stunned.
Yes.
God. Okay, well, nailed your blade.
Oh, man. So you pull out the sword with a flourish, slash twice. Yeah, he takes. We'll take the first rolls of each. So 14 points of force damage as you cut into him with the slashes there. And your Spectre gets advantage and shows the Shadow Spawn. As they sort of flank him together, that hits. Okay, the Spectre reaches out, drains his life. How do you want to do this with the two ghosts surrounding him?
Oh god, just have him fucking like drain the shit out of his ass until he's just a husk.
He's sort
like
of
the two of them.
Yeah, he sort of withers into like a Mass Effect husk, you know, like super like thin and like gray as his body just sort of collapses and his muscles like wither before your eyes, and he just kind of turns into a skeleton and dies. And with that, the battlefield is quiet. You do you set the saber-toothed tiger free?
Yes, I
You
set him free.
You set the saber-toothed tiger free, and that's where we'll stop for tonight. Yay!
Okay, we did the thing.
All right, I'll go
I
ahead.
am
And
very thankful for the extra constitution.
thanks to everyone who watched the stream. I know we went a little longer than normal tonight, but it's good that we got the fight through. And we will see you on Sunday for the next game.
Yay!
Sunday at
Sunday.
we'll try for noon, but it might be 12.
Oh, thank you for who subscribed.
Yes, thank you. We love you,
Oh, shit,
Moon
I didn't even have it
Lister
up.
XIV. You're awesome.
I think that's Bree.
Oh,
Oh, that's Bria.
thank you, Bria.
Yay! I
Alright.
should have realized because the last name.
Yeah, I was doing this. All right. Bye.
Bye.